And thank you for joining. We good?
Yeah, you're good.
And thank you for joining the Mental Mutation conversation. We're about to discuss some cool fucking trains, man.
What is that from?
Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, okay. What like season is it? What is like?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you.
Alright, I just tweeted.
Alright. Well, we are...
All 7 people are gonna know about it.
If that, we had like 2 last time.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some repeat listeners on the line.
On.
We've got a call on the line. Jimmy.
Check, check.
Whoa, it's on your phone. That's wild, man.
Check, check. There we go. We're good. We're all good. Okay. So, did everyone have an eventful week? Bryn's moved in to a new house.
Yes, I did. I moved into my mom's house. I wasn't living at my mom's house before I moved into my mom's house.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty cool.
That is sick.
Yeah, dude.
That's always a crazy transition, man.
That is always crazy.
It was natural. It didn't feel forced. So it was cool. That's all I don't know.
That's all you've got?
Yeah, for the topic of my
Can you hear me?
mom's house. Like,
We just pulled that up a second ago. I'm pretty sure we can. Cool beans.
does it work?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
I don't know if I can hear
I don't
that.
know the best way to talk into that mic.
Yeah.
I think it's probably dead on.
I don't know. Would it be like this?
Okay,
like
cool.
Right here.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Okay, cool.
Turn that shit off.
Dude, I saw this video this week, and it was...
Test it mine real fast here.
What's up? I'm
Oh
Corey.
my god.
I saw this video this week of some award ceremony. I can't remember which award ceremony it was, but
What type
Fergie...
of people were in the audience?
Huh?
What type of people were in the audience?
It didn't even really focus on the audience, but Fergie was there, and she went up and was like plastered. I'm trying to pull it up here.
Dude.
Fergie.
Fergie can be plastered,
What
you know.
has she done lately?
I don't know. I don't know if that was just a one-time thing, or if she's
She-
actually like
Like, the
an
best thing
alcoholic
she's
now.
done-
It doesn't
or
matter.
what?
It doesn't matter what she's doing now. She did Fergalicious, and that's what matters.
Fergie?
I think what she does is she exists as a 2007 memory. Like, she gets paid.
Oh yeah, I mean,
As
if you have
like
like
a nostalgia
one
boner.
successful song, you can ride that for like the rest of your
Yeah.
life. If you're not.
Yeah,
She wasn't even an original member of the Black Eyed Peas, you bitch.
yeah I know.
She just got a feature and then got to stick around.
I don't know the history of it. I know that like
So
they.
you're just talking shit on it.
No, the Black Eyed Peas actually used to be like a very popular in the underground hip hop scene,
Yeah.
and then they wanted to go more mainstream, so they had Fergie come in and made it more of a pop kind of hip hop thing, and the rest is history.
Like, when I was
Here it
8,
is.
I didn't like the Black Eyed Peas. Like, I was just a boring kid.
Is there any way we can hear this?
It should come playback. Oh, yeah. You just have to play your sound through the. Oh.
Yeah.
Right here. Here you go. Here you go. What is it? Is this a Telemundo special? What's going on?
Trevor Live, Los Angeles.
Trevor live.
It's Fergie. She wasn't supposed to be on the stage right now, and she just like went up there.
Oh my god.
Wait, she just jumped up. She just Kanye'd in the middle of
Yes.
this thing.
Oh, she just like forced herself into the.
Hey, if you want to play something. Oh, okay. Okay, you're not on YouTube. He always finds things not through YouTube.
He's on Reddit.
She's trying
Garrett's a
really,
Reddit
really
fiend.
hard not to say like, so I got drunk before because I didn't think this was gonna happen.
They really love you. They do. They really love you.
Is that Trevor? I'm assuming.
I guess.
Tom
Portal
Ford is
beat.
here.
That.
He's here on this bag. He's here on this amazing
Oh my god.
t-shirt knock style.
That is vodka drunk right there.
fabulous.
What the hell?
Garrett, what is rule number
Oh my
one?
god.
What is rule
Oh
number
my
fucking
God.
Rule
one?
number 1. We've all got phones sitting out right here.
Yeah, I know. Not. We got ours on silent, man.
Yeah, Garrett.
BR doesn't even have a phone.
Why don't you go ahead and take it, goddammit?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, take the call.
No, hell no.
First live caller.
Hey, I tell you what's gonna happen. The screen mirroring shit happens. You're just gonna, if you play some video, you're probably gonna have to play it on YouTube through this because it's just gonna keep cutting out.
Fuck.
I think we get the gist.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. Enlightened my week at work when I saw Fergie being a total train wreck.
Being a total
At a award ceremony.
bitch.
Dude.
Yeah, I watched it at work.
I wish Fergie would come in and have me make a pizza when I was 17. That would have been a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm starving right now.
Yeah, me too. I haven't eaten anything all day. If you notice, I had those 2 cheese sticks. But
That-
Oh yeah.
we had those nasty cheese sticks that I.
Really, that's all I've had too. Whatever we ate at my mom and dad's.
Yeah. That's true. God, we haven't eaten.
I'm fat. This is not cool.
I need to feed my fat.
I need to feed the beast that is myself.
Hey, will you turn up that auxiliary, that second one, back towards out here towards ours?
Freestyles I could have dropped.
Yeah, there we
Just
go.
friends with feet.
Keep going. There you go.
Thank you.
It really doesn't though.
I'm getting it through both headphones now.
Shitty freestyles.
I got through both headphones in this thing. Through the
Yeah.
split
I could hear
and
both in mine, but that's probably because
I'm getting
you got a
that one right
direct
there.
feed straight from the thing.
Is mine on?
Okay, so
Can you hear?
no, oh, you're in. No, no.
Okay.
But you need to be up. You need.
You gotta be up
on.
close.
Okay,
Hey, you can sit back and hold it if you want to.
Hey, is
Take it
it?
out of there and hold the phone.
Does his mic need to be turned up a little bit? Because he is a
He-
little bit
They
lower.
should be even.
Guys,
he got
you
them all
can just
pretty
tell me that
even
you're not
here.
turning it on because I'm special. It's fine.
No, dude, you're.
it's okay.
You're not in the camera. Though. You don't get to be on the camera.
That's fine.
Be a part of it.
Yeah, I'll
We're
just
wearing
like
masks, so
I'll
we're
be the
doing
guy
it.
behind the border of the fourth wall.
Well,
It's representative of my
good news is
detachment.
the president is the fittest man in America.
The
You
what?
didn't see that? Did you not see? They were saying that he was incompetent and that he couldn't. All kinds of things. You know, the Diet Coke thing. That he was drinking a dozen Diet Cokes a day and like.
Who?
There's
The
zero
President
calories though.
Trump.
President Trump?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like wasn't there a book about his like dementia or something made?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he
well,
has
it's- I
bad
think It's a
dementia.
medical study that actually said that like a doctor put together that like
Huh.
Sanjay Gupta might have like put together with it actually.
Oh
I
shit!
didn't
Yeah, my
realize
mom
just how
read
old
it.
Trump actually is.
Dude,
I thought he was like in his 60s, maybe. He was, like,
76.
75.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
76.
old.
he's almost
So
77.
they said he does have heart disease, but they were like talking about him being like a small man and stuff like that stuff. But like,
I'm pretty sure he's like 6'4".
no. That's what they said. He was
71.
Yeah,
6'3".
yeah,
They
Trump,
said he's
he-
6'3", 239
He's a
pounds.
downloadable character in NBA Jam 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No.
the body type.
No.
That's the
God,
body type. They're
Dylan,
saying.
no.
They're saying that Trump has the body type of Jay Cutler.
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
There's Charles Barkley, Trump.
Trump
And
has the
then
body
Shaq.
type of Drake on
And
the
then
last season of
Kareem
Degrassi.
Abdul-Jabbar.
His wife is 47. I didn't realize
Dude,
the huge.
yeah,
age
she's
gap
hot,
there.
bro.
I bet they're
Yeah,
about to-
so ladies came out saying that
Stormy,
she has,
Stormy.
the porn star has came out saying that
shit.
she has been that she slept with him while he was in a relationship. You know, while he was married.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not even 4 months after their
Yeah.
summer.
Ooh, shit. How much
Holy
money did she
shit,
make?
dude.
Yeah.
Did she say how much
Well,
money
if
she
Trump's
made?
got heart disease, maybe he'll be the first president that his own body will assassinate himself.
You
Dude.
wish.
Well, there was one guy, I forget his name,
71.
like George,
I'll
like
say yes.
something Harrison or whatever.
I don't know, but was he married to one of me and Garrett's ancestors? Did you see
No,
that? Maria
he
Maples?
he died after like a month because he got a fever, and he just died. He was president for a month, and he just died. I forget the name.
What?
Yeah, like President Harrison or something. Like
Taft? Maybe it's Taft.
no, it wasn't Taft.
Harrison
Oh,
Ford?
it's probably. It might be actually Grover
Harrison
Cleveland
Ford.
because he has 2 terms. And
That's not the one I'm
Grover
thinking
Cleveland was
about.
The full one.
It was. I think it was like the 5th president of the
You can hear
United
Brent on
States.
the like
Yeah.
actual live cast.
Yeah, dude, I've already checked this
Because I
whole
can't
thing.
hear him in
You-
my
uh,
headphones,
you-
but if that's
I can't hear him
Yeah.
in
Dude.
my headphones either.
Well, he's just being a little softy into it, I guess.
Yeah.
You need to start screaming, Bren.
Yeah, just be a little louder. Do you want to just sit here and we can actually?
I want to hear proof.
The doctor says I'm not allowed to scream.
Yeah, just be a little louder. Do you want to sit here and we can actually?
I want to hear proof.
The doctor says I'm not allowed to scream.
Yeah, he's
It's on
fucking
there.
golden. I
Okay,
told you guys,
cool.
we're all in. You guys
Whoever's
don't
viewing this,
believe
I'm
me.
sorry for the miscommunication.
Oh man, you guys are fucking.
I scared
Don't be
myself when I
apologetic for
screamed.
the shit that you wanted to do. You just do what you want to do. I'm glad I got the frames per second shit issue. And if anybody out there in internet land gives a fuck, I got the frames per second issue so that Garrett no longer has a
Alright.
lag. But I kind of
Sick.
liked you living in lag. It was
It made me-
LIL.
Yeah.
I get to analyze his movements and positions.
It's like communicating with a second dimensional being.
Yeah, Lil Garrett, living in lag Garrett.
Little Gary.
Lil Gary. That's my rap name.
Little Gary T.
Gary M.
Gart.
Gart.
Gary
Such
T.
an ugly name.
Carrot.
Gart.
It's like birth. It's like birth.
It's like you
Baby
half-ass Garth.
Sounds like
Gart
a
Brooks.
Star Wars character. I do
Garnt.
Star Wars fantasy themed raps.
Track 7 is the perspective of Yoda and what I feel.
Did it say how tall?
It's saying his height. It's saying he's 6'2".
Oh, wow.
god.
Hillary's 70.
How,
She didn't look
how
70.
tall is Hillary compared to? See, they were saying that he was six
It says
something,
he's
but I don't believe
6'2"?
that. Yeah, they said
It's-
he's 6'3" the other day.
What the
He's
fuck?
growing.
You're gonna have to look up Hillary Clinton height.
Trump is not 6'2". Like, Macaulay Culkin age 10 in, like, Home Alone 2 is almost at his fucking shoulder. That's bullshit.
All right, so
He makes a point.
we're
What
gonna
the hell?
top this off. I just stick to one subject for a fucking minute. Give me okay. So myths. Maybe do you have myths about your job? Maybe a myth about your job that you might have learned already, like something that
Mhm.
people say. What
Oh
do
yeah,
people
that'll be
say about?
interesting.
Yeah, like
People
lemons
do
and
not-
like car hiding and like hiding like wrecked cars. Like, give me a myth about your job that people say, but you know is not true. It doesn't even have to be about your job, but if you've got something like in the real world, like a myth that common misconception, even like, and this is what I started thinking. I was like, what do people say all the time that I think is fucking dumb? You know what I mean? I'm like, that's not true. You know, like people people come in, they say, I want to get the migraine piercing. And I'm like, that's some woo woo
What?
voodoo
What's up
shit.
with
is that?
migraine?
Yeah,
Is
where
like
is
a
that?
pressure point that you get pierced so you never have
Dude,
migraines?
pressure point is some
Huh?
fucking martial arts shit. You know what I mean? Like it's not real.
It's like a placebo thing.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
know.
real.
My mom, like, she's no bullshit like that. She went and got, like, pressure.
Acupuncture.
Yeah, acupuncture. She got that shit done. She was like, I didn't think that it was going to do anything, but it really works, and you should go
Hey,
check
that's
it
when
out.
it'll
Like,
tear the wall down when you didn't
That
think
is
that
not
anything
what your
was
mom
gonna.
sounds like.
Oh, it's more. It's more at this pitch. Is it right here?
You're good. You're good. I just want to see.
Did we twisty the?
No, yeah, I got it. Here. Look, there you go. Right into that part.
Right.
Right into the front.
Right here.
Right
like,
in there.
Just like
Dip your mouth right into it.
this more
No.
close to how she would say it, like at this.
Oh, dude. Okay, so one of those myths that like, people always say that's really stupid. My mom said this to me the other day.
Wait, explain your job first.
I'm a car salesman.
Is this gonna have to do with your job?
No, it
he
hasn't.
just wants to make sure we get this on.
It has nothing to do with my job. But she said that if you cross your eyes, they'll get stuck that way. That's not true.
They used to say that about masturbating too much too.
You'll
Yeah.
be
You'll
constantly
have hair
coming.
on your hands. I used
You'll
to.
go
I've
blind.
heard that one
They
before.
said you'll go blind.
I heard eventually. I heard someone in like 5th grade say, "Dude, you can't jack off. Like, eventually, water just comes out and like."
It'll dehydrate
Well,
you.
I think
Right, you can
I
go
see. I think if
further.
people get backwards on that, because I think people start jacking off and their testicles haven't like fully developed, and
Yeah,
you're just like
probably.
coming like a clear fluid, like you're coming
Yeah.
like a light, like you just like don't have a high sperm count.
I hit that wall right at like the normal time for.
You're like-
Well, like
I
you
put that-
should, where you weren't no blanks.
Yeah.
You're like, I put that rumor to rest real quick
I never shot a.
Yeah.
fucking
I was
blank.
in
four.
one weekend.
So what was your myth? You didn't even give me your myth.
I just did.
Well,
Not
what
about
is
my
crossed
job. I mean, I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
have to be about your job.
Like,
What was
mean,
the
the-
myth? I didn't understand
The
that. at
eyes
all.
crossed. Like she says, if you cross your eyes,
Yeah,
like
You
you're
don't
gonna get
know
stuck
that that's
way.
not real.
Dude.
I mean,
And that's-
if,
that-
Maybe you didn't do it long enough.
if you
I
do it,
I'll do it
guess
for the
you
rest of the
could-
podcast, and I'll be
You
fine.
could like string little tendon things enough to where they wouldn't be able to like activate the nerves to pull them back together or
and
something.
you get an
maybe?
eye sprain.
Yeah, like
Sprain your eye.
You
Um,
sprained my eyes.
Yeah, here, Dylan, just look really hard to the left, like, or to the right, like this, out of one eye for the whole show, and then at the end we'll see if it's still stuck.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to really talk doing that. So.
Yeah.
He just gets up
you
and
need
starts
to
screaming. He's like,
focus.
oh, there's stuff.
My eyes, my
I can
eyes.
see into my other eye.
It's the guy from. I just accidentally like Press the little lever to make my chair go down.
Oh, that's cute.
What's a
do
myth
that
about
about
your
your
job?
It's the 1-800 contact guy.
I'd say about my job, I think that a lot of people came up with the thing of don't drink and get a tattoo because it'll make your tattoo like look bad or something like that. Like the after effects, like they're like you're gonna have long lasting effects if you drank a bunch of liquor and then you showed up at the tattoo shop and then got tattooed. That you were gonna have a terrible quality tattoo forever because of the way your body would react for the long term of this, right?
Well, I mean, isn't that because like alcohol's a blood thinner and it'll like make you bleed a lot more, which will like release some of the ink and
Maybe?
Dude, we're talking about like 5% alcohol beers. What is that gonna do to your blood? That's not gonna.
I mean,
I mean, unless your blood,
If you get like
unless you're
hammered,
like, I mean, I don't think. I think it's more has to
Well,
do with your.
it's not alcohol that goes through your blood. It's something else. It's like ammonia goes into your urine, and then basically vinegar goes through your blood. But before it's vinegar, it's some toxic chemical that I forget. But it's digested by your liver and turned into what is essentially vinegar. But not vinegar. It's like the chemical in vinegar. But your liver, if it keeps going, eventually it can't process it, and then it will make your eyes yellow from alcoholism.
Yeah,
and
you get a
that's-
jaundice.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
the
so
chemical
that's an
and shit,
overload
yeah.
of liquor. That's a,
Yeah,
you're
but-
talking about a
but-
large amount of
You're
liquor.
talking
No, 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 but even if you
some
just
severe
get,
But
substance
that's
abuse.
in my mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
but in
even
my
if you
mind,
just get
that's what it
drunk,
would take to affect.
It will flush into your skin after a while.
That's okay. Okay, so we're talking about
And
like
your
constant,
skin will get red.
just
Well, no, if you're just really
belligerent
hammered.
drinking.
I
If
feel
you're
like
just
it's,
really hammered.
it's probably just something that
If you
people
drink a
tell
lot
people
in a
so
short
they
time.
don't get drunk and choose a stupid tattoo.
He figured it out. I think
Well,
that's
yeah.
it right there. People
But
are
that's
like,
what it
Oh, I
is.
can't
There's-
tattoo you, man. You're
I come
drunk.
in there hammered and I'm like, I
You're
want
drunk,
a
dude.
Like,
beaver on my chest.
yeah, like it can go into your skin. I don't think the alcohol, even if it was that severe, would really affect that though. Like, is the
Well,
thing.
I'm saying that it's probably one of those rumors where.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's. I just answered the question because
Yeah.
I like doing that shit.
No, I mean, I definitely think if you way overdo it, I think the alcohol blood content thing could definitely. I mean, who knows?
If you're
I'm not-
jaundice, yeah. If you're at the jaundice level,
Yeah, you have no
Yeah.
business.
Because
getting
then it's the
tattoo on
chemical
that.
that's in
yeah,
shit.
you probably need to be
going
spending your
into
money on treatment.
whatever.
other than-
Yeah. You could just get your skin tatted like a lighter shade.
Oh, speaking of lighter shades, did you guys read the Asian penis lightning craze
Yeah.
that's been going
That
around?
thing you said.
Holy
God.
fuck!
Why do
dude.
they have dark
Bleach their
penises?
dick?
Well, they
Yeah,
associate
Yes.
darkness of the skin with like
With
with
wealth.
poverty and
Yeah.
with wealth and stuff. So
They
if you have
do.
dark skin, that you're working outdoors a lot, you're doing a lot of hard labor. You're getting like
A lot of them use
dark
bleach
skin.
treatments. Like I knew a girl in middle school, and her mom would make her
Her
like
junk
wipe
was real
bleach
dark.
wipes on her face. It was like a safe bleach, but it would.
She had.
She looked like she had a burned peach. Like you kicked a peach into a fire pit.
Yeah, dude. Her pants come off, and her ass was like a reverse bikini.
Looked like she had a decayed cow tongue down there.
Yeah, dude. Wow, bro. What do you think?
So
Like,
go on. They're getting
what?
they're tattooing their skin.
No. They're getting it like surgically. Like they have a procedure where it gets bleached. The skin gets
Oh,
bleached.
shit.
But they say in
Ooh.
India, like you know how for a long time here, lotions that made you darken or made your skin's bronze
Mhm.
or like gave you like a glittering effect or
Yeah.
something like that. It was really, really, really popular here. And like, but it's the opposite there. Like the oil of Olay or Dove lotions or things like that in India are all for skin whitening. Like it's all for skin whitening and like lightening your skin. And like,
That's really weird.
It's a
I've
big
never
thing
heard of
now.
that.
All over the world, like people are trying to get whiter.
It's really fun. It's
Well,
really
since we're talking about India, we're pretty close
We're talking
to
about
the
whites.
Middle East.
Um,
Let's go ahead and watch some ISIS videos.
Oh yeah,
And
we're
then-
gonna pop it
My
on.
dad's
It's
having a
now
barbecue.
time
Speaking
for
of
ISIS
whites,
Monday.
So I
and,
think the drinking thing is definitely the drinking. I think it has more to do with like dealing with someone after the fact, after they've gotten something. that's, like,
yeah.
incredibly.
So you can say that I told you so.
Yeah.
It's just a way to say like, yeah, I fucking told you.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore
What'd you
about my
do?
job.
Yeah, we should have put BR.
You knew it's gross.
You're gonna have to go over there. I like BR being over there. That way we're actually looking that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I got
Hold
you.
on,
I got you. I'm
folks.
gonna help you out.
BR will
I'm
be
gonna help
back.
you out here. Garrett.
Hey, Fahrenheit.
Yeah, hold this fucking.
451. I read that when I was senior in high school. I'm
Hey,
pretty
shut
sure.
up,
You know what
Garrett.
I realized the other day when we were talking about it is that I didn't realize that they were burning the houses that they found the phones that they found the books in too.
What books?
Well,
In
the-
Fahrenheit 451
Yeah, they're burning the literature.
Why?
because it's associated with the bad man.
The man.
Bad name?
No, I'm just kidding. I honestly
The
don't even
bad
remember.
man.
Lost. I'm not good at that.
Turn the light off and see what it looks like in here. No, it's probably actually not gonna be too dark
It's
to.
not gonna work out very
Yeah.
well at all. I'm gonna try to just get us like all like an LED like spotlight situation and then turn these lights off. I'll put like a fog machine in this bitch.
Hell yeah,
That would
dude!
be
It'll be like
sick.
an EDM rave in here. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm not good
Party
at this type of
rockers in the
conversation.
house tonight.
Oh god. I'm better at just talking about comics to myself in the mirror.
Yeah, we'll have a segment where Bryn just talks over us to himself the whole time.
Like you're doing your little beatbox gay game with each other, and I'm just like, well, no, I couldn't.
Dude, Corey, you missed it earlier. We were playing some Mad Mario Kart earlier. It
Are
was
you
actually-
playing N64?
Just wish
No.
Are you playing on Switch?
on Switch.
Okay.
Dude, you
Bryn
have to
outed
get
me
Here it
earlier.
goes. You Bryn, he can't stop.
I just wish.
He was like, "Oh, I just didn't get
Bryn,
any
shut the
sleep
fuck
the
up.
other day. I had to go. I couldn't. I didn't get any sleep." And Fred's like, "Oh yeah, because you were playing fucking Switch till 3 o'clock in the morning."
Dude, you need to get one. They're
I
super
don't.
fun.
No, I don't.
You would
Nah,
love it.
dude.
Get
They're
off.
nice. I got better shit to do.
No, you don't.
I don't play video
I've
games.
seen your quality of life. You don't.
I don't play. I'm not playing video games right now. I got a couple. I got the.
You
I
gotta
did.
play Switch.
I did buy the $1 Game Pass. Or for like last month, the Game Pass was like $1 through Xbox, and
Does that let you stream games?
you gotta download them, but you get them for free, so you can like download them onto your Xbox and then play them. But I've only done it once. I didn't really fucking like keep up with it very
piece
well.
Of shit, you know that? Oh god.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't keep mumbling into the microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
You have to actually be saying something.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I had to be.
Oh my
I
god.
just wanted to see how long it would take me
Really?
to know.
Really?
Sorry,
Just
now that
Mario
you
Kart.
confirmed that I'm allowed to
Oh, you got it
talk,
wrapped up. I
feel
like
better.
that. Is that in the same shirt that you're wearing?
Yeah.
Now I know you're
Yes.
socially inept. You have two of the.
Keistered it?
He
Yeah,
doesn't
you
have
have
a
two
shirt
of the
I
most
have.
inappropriate
Fine.
shirts of all time.
This one says. Never mind.
Yeah, that
Long
one
live
says
the
some
Redskin.
bad shit on there.
Oh, here I go. I'm gonna get us in trouble. I wonder when my wife is gonna be home.
So I wonder to bring closure to at least one subject here. I wonder why people are feeling that they need to whiten, like why that's becoming a fad or a trend.
But it had to do with the poverty, with like the conditions you work in.
It's
Well, I
the
mean,
same
it's
shit
very-
over here. It's just mirrored.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
What do you mean?
Like
Darker
people in
doesn't mean you make
Wisconsin-
more money.
Well, no, I'm saying people in Wisconsin like would want to be dark for one reason, and that reason would be so they don't look like everyone else from Wisconsin, or because they like it. That's the other.
Nah,
reason.
dude, but these are
And,
their
like, that's
dicks.
how
They're
it
not just
is.
showing these to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You're like,
Well,
this is the
that's just,
whitest
you know.
fucking thing you've ever seen. This
Yeah.
dick has never worked a day in its
Yeah,
life.
dude. This
This dick has been
I
laid
mean,
up.
white people
This
for
dick
a
was
while
handed
had
to 'em on
that
a
thing
silver
where
platter.
they like. Wasn't there like a procedure that a bunch of like white dudes would get where they like stuff their balls up in their body and like remove their ball
I mean,
sack?
it's not. It's really not that far fetched. It's not that.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, I guess, because then like your sperm wouldn't activate because it needs to be like a certain body temperature,
you.
and that's
I
why.
was just
It's-
talking about for safety.
it's kind of a bad
I mean,
design.
I
if you think about it.
guess.
I've thought about that for a long
well,
time.
didn't we talk about this before?
We
where
have-
we would
we've
put our
talked about
nuts-
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
You said you would
sure,
keep it on your
dude.
femur.
Yeah, I just.
He's, I don't know, maybe like deep in the leg.
Yeah, Garrett's like
Maybe.
mine are close to my heart already. So
Close to my clavicle.
You know how people have like a plate in their skull?
Yeah.
I'll just have a plate inserted in my
Oh.
sack.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's
Well, then they'd like
So it's
knock
like-
against metal.
It's like internal chainmail for my nuts.
Yeah, but you're still gonna get a lot of like swingage into that.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
would
You're just
hang.
gonna put. That's just gonna put more weight on your sack.
And if something hits it, it would like ping. Imagine
yeah.
if like
you're gonna get a reverberation through that type
Yeah.
of thing, Gary.
It
You could really think
vibrates.
this
Yeah,
through.
imagine walking through airport security with some metal nuts.
Dude.
I would put mine
That's my
What's
protection.
up there?
on the inside of my mouth, connected to my cheek. That way, if I accidentally ever bite my lip, dude, I experience true pain because I feel like I deserve
just
it.
bite
You're
your
at
cheek
airport
and
security,
die.
and they're
You
like,
don't have to
"We're gonna
suffer
need you
that."
to come to the side for a second. And then you go over there, and they're like, and it's
start,
like
like-
right on your nuts, and he's like, "I'm gonna need you to
Wait,
drop your
wait, wait. But
pants."
having balls
front of
inside your
everyone.
mouth would be great for like gay porn fetish, because then they could be like, all right, show me your balls, and you could just like open your mouth, and
Oh,
you probably make
yeah.
like
Yeah,
$3 billion on that.
I wonder
shit.
if the balls are a really big part of gay
Dude,
fetishes.
probably. Like, imagine if like a gay man looked at a guy and thought like, wow, look at those pretty balls that he has.
Well, I mean,
So.
what do you mean? Do you think it's a pretty? Do you think like the dick is okay,
Well,
but
because
like
you know that
the
that's a
balls are the
thing.
icing
The
on
balls
cake?
need a little
You
work.
know that's a
Yeah.
thing.
The
and
balls
you
need
know
a little
that-
work.
You know that they never care about that when they cast a guy for a porno. So if like a gay guy
Brand's
who
looking
cares
at
about that, like they saw that, they'd be like, oh fuck, that's new.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
So
Oh
if
my
you're making a
God.
metaphor, the dick is
I
more like the
I like
exterior of
shaped
the
balls,
car.
Okay.
The dick is more like the exterior of the car, but the
Mhm.
balls are like the engine under the hood.
Yeah, like if everyone has a fucking Dodge Charger.
Next time I like look at someone's car, I'm like, let me see your balls. Let
Can I-
me see your car balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Falcon. Like
where
that
where
car
do you
doesn't
keep
look
the
super
car
sick,
balls?
but
Where do
it's
you
like
keep the pussy magnet?
badass.
Let's take a look under the hood.
What you got going on under there? Oh, shaved.
Pop them balls out.
Mm.
Have you ever seen truck nuts?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Look up truck nuts.
Truck nuts. Fuck yeah.
There's whole
You don't know
sets
what
of-
trucks?
Raise your
nuts are
hand if
here?
the first
Oh,
time you
no.
saw them. They
Oh,
were at
That's the
Cabela's.
biggest set of truck nuts I've ever seen. That one
Dude.
right there. Yes.
It's like cinder blocks.
Wow.
No, I've seen this.
Did
It's-
you?
Dude, honestly,
did
What?
You see your first pair
Honestly,
of
what?
Cabela's?
I don't know. I've always associated this with just like fucking douchebags driving trucks with
Yeah.
nuts on it.
Dude, there's a couple kids at Northwest that had that.
Douchebags.
And it's just like it's
Corey's like
compensated.
offended.
Dude, look at that pig.
The
Bring
only
people-
ones
click
that,
in the tree.
Hey, click
not
that pig up
trying-
there.
Oh,
This has got a disease or something where his nuts are like
Disease.
inflamed.
Oh.
This pig has got something wrong with him.
That's fat. Is
No,
getting
dude,
out
I
of
think he's
hand.
just packing heat.
This
No,
reminds me-
This reminds you of a.
I watched this documentary one time that's like My 700-Pound Life or something like that.
Yeah.
And the fat guy's like nuts were the size of like
Mhm.
basketballs.
I know. Yeah, I remember that.
He just put a lot of
We've
weight
been.
on him.
I like how we spent a lot of
It
time on the
was-
subject.
It was wild.
This
But
is
the
always.
only
Oh,
ones
I like the
can,
Confederate flag ones. Wow,
Oh,
those are custom. You know, that
wow.
means that someone handled those.
Do they have a dick on the end of them?
See,
Man,
I can
those-
kind of dig this.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
like,
cool.
that's
Those
the one
chrome
that I
American
can
flag ones
tolerate.
right there, the top left. Right, it's right in the middle.
Wow.
Go up.
Scroll
The
up.
top left.
Up.
You'd stop scrolling. It's right there. Go down.
Oh.
Yeah, you go. Oh yeah. I like how they're vectored. They're vectored in case you needed to get a nice vinyl sticker.
You
Those
should
are
order
kinda
some truck
icy
nuts for your
low-key.
Jetta.
Some Jetta nuts.
Hey, do you guys know? There's like a term for Volkswagen drivers. That means
That is a
to
part.
drive far. Do you know what that means?
There it is.
Do you know what it means? You should check. You should use this whenever in your car.
To
sales.
drive far?
Driving far in your Volkswagen it's Fahrvergnügen.
Fahrvergnügen.
Fahrvergnügen. That means to drive far, but it's a Volkswagen term. You'll see like Volkswagen people get
Fahrvergnügen?
that tattooed
Look,
on
this
them.
guy's got some Segway nuts.
Dude, that's dope. Fuck.
Oh man.
I like how they're really small to show that, like, yeah, I'm on a Segway.
These are my keychain nuts.
Okay, so
Yeah.
another myth that I researched that I
had
found
cancer.
out, and I didn't know this, but I was just delving into things that were powerful. So like during World War II was the first time that fighter planes had been equipped with radar, right? So they were
Mhm.
able to find a lot of different enemies in the sky at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Or enemy bases and stuff like that. They had the radar in their planes to do it the first time ever. So when they would ask, like when they asked the British like Air Force like how they were finding people so well, or how they could do this so well at night and stuff like that, he just the general said that they eat carrots. They said carrots. They ate a lot of carrots, and that's how.
And so that's how the carrot eyesight thing got started.
Eyesight got stuck because they could see at night, but they didn't want to tell people that they had the radar.
Dude, since I was a little kid, my mom told me like carrots are good for your eyesight. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
me
much
too.
the only reason I ate them.
Yeah, it's a World War II
This
thing.
is news to me.
Yeah, it's pretty
Damn.
shocking.
Wow.
It got into Bugs Bunny culture too with the
Even like in school, they would tell us that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
like-
it became from an overabundance of not an overabundance, but they could easily grow carrots as
That's why the
opposed
army
to
sucks.
I was told that trans fats and sugars make your dick big, so that's why I've been eating so
All the
poorly.
fat goes into your dick,
You're just
dude.
stuffing Oreos into your fucking face, just hoping you
Get
get
a
a fat dick.
I eat until failure.
I eat until no more goes in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I eat until completion.
I eat until she tells
I've
me
been
to
completing
stop.
it for about 4.5 years now.
I like how that worked its way all the way to culture till now, till like 2000, where you were told that by your grandparents and your mother and stuff.
Like, I think I was told that sophomore year.
They didn't worry that you could see at night. They wanted you to make
Dude,
sure.
like-
They wanted to make sure you were running into shit.
I believed it up until now.
Look at that.
is
You
fucking
can still
wild.
believe it.
Nah, I don't.
You just don't have
nah.
radar.
That makes way more sense because, like, I did read studies. That
Oh,
it's
we're
not
going into
proven.
Greek mythology. So I gotta.
What are we doing?
The next thing is that a black hole isn't even a fucking hole.
Ooh, dude, I could talk about
A
space
black
all day.
hole's not a hole. It's not a hole. They used to think it was a rip in the time-space fabric, a fourth-dimensional portal, or something like that. It is nothing like that. It's nothing like the space of time. Like it is. It's a mass. So like, say the sun is the size of the Topo Chico bottle, but
Yeah.
then there's a dead star that's the size of this. But the dead star actually weighs more than the
Yeah,
entire
that's-
large sun,
that's
right?
weird.
So it has a large amount of gravitational pull. So things just kind of swoop by it, and they
Yeah.
and,
What
and they
defines
get
a
pulled.
dead star?
I don't know about all that. I just know that it's an incredibly dense object
I
that has a
believe
lot of
that,
gravitational pull.
It's a lack of matter. It's like antimatter. Like
Where they
when
collapse
all-
on themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like,
Didn't they
everything-
say it's like when two atoms come? See, there's been so many different ways of people telling me how black holes are formed.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
said that like it's
It's
when two
confusing.
atoms like smash into each other,
That's a no.
or
that's
do
not
something
how
like
it's
that.
done.
Or
Stop doing
it's
that,
when a
VR.
sun. It's when the
You're just mumbling in the fucking microphone.
when a star dies and goes supernova or something like that.
He's just
What?
he's just hobo mumbling into the microphone.
He does that all the fucking time.
Put the microphone up even when you're gonna say something. Like yeah.
I'll be like explaining something that they're in. Or no, okay, no, perfect example. Last night we were watching this movie. Exactly. He'll start. It was a.
Dude, I can't hear myself.
It was a.
I can.
I can't.
Okay, so we were watching this movie last night about the dude.
You
the
can hear
first- This dude who got polio. Something. Robin Kaepernick or Cavendish, something like that. Anyway, and Bryn starts talking about polio, and then I'm like, I'm trying to watch the movie, and like, Bryn starts talking about the history of polio, and then I'm sitting there trying to watch the movie. I'm like, why can't I hear anything? I look over, and Bryn's just like looking at his phone. He's like, fucking you, polio, it's fucking cripple vegetable.
Yeah.
And, and he's like,
God.
Andrew Garfield's pretty good at playing a vegetable. Like just going,
He was.
dude. I don't.
Dude, I went so long in my childhood with like I was talking to my parents and I thought that they were listening because they told me they were listening, but they weren't. And like I thought that was the look and how people
They've created the
acted when
reality.
they listened. So it's just ingrained into my psyche to do that shit. It's annoying. as fuck.
Is it not just like,
It activates when I'm bored. Like
are you bored all the time?
yes, because I have severe ADHD and it's a lack of dopamine.
Hey, have you
That's
tried
the
the
excuse
Juul?
that I give.
It's
Yeah, I tried that and it made me almost like freaking
it's
cough
the
up my lungs.
Thin mint flavored.
That shit was gross, bro.
You know what? Let's just not talk.
Back to
about
black holes.
That's black holes.
From
This
four
is one
people.
of the topics I'm kind of familiar with.
Okay.
I can
Let's
talk-
hear
I can
your
talk with you
knowledge
guys
about black
this.
holes.
Not so much black holes, but like space and shit. But black holes, from what I can tell, or what I've read in books, the book that I believe Zoe has,
The Book of
Um,
Eli.
yes, in the Bible.
He was blind the whole
So
time.
God made black holes when he wanted to get portals to go to hell to see the devil.
to bring him food and stuff.
So they're kind of like Uber Eats.
Yeah. So they have Michael, the angel who lives in Orion's belt. He gets in his Jetta and it's like it's like lack of matter. It's like dark matter or something like that. But it attracts matter, and I believe it can like send it somewhere else or some shit. I don't know enough about it, but I can talk about this shit.
Dude, I've watched so many documentaries on black holes and still don't like understand it all.
It's because they don't know.
Shout out to Aiden. Aiden's watching right now, and he said, I don't know if this makes any sense, but the only black hole is Garrett's mouth. Who? Our cousin. Uncle Chris's.
That was great.
Shout out to Aiden. Burn.
Hey, you remember that one time when
hole.
we would play Minecraft and I would walk around naked and bother you, and you eventually started crying one time, and then I felt really bad.
He's feeling really Harvey Weinstein right now.
Hey, let's do.
I'm sorry.
Hey, since Bryn's going full on autismo mode, you want to do a segment where Bryn freestyles a country song?
No.
Yes.
Hey, hand me that guitar, Bryn.
No.
Yep. No, we're doing it. Girth Brooks, here he is.
Oh shit. I'm looking at the wait, pull it up a little bit. You're gonna have to like straighten it because I can see it right here. There you go. I think. Yeah.
My dad makes me do this all the fucking time. Makes me want to die. Oh, Nacho.
Beautifully tuned.
Nacho just took a shit.
Did he really?
Yeah, on the ground.
That's
No,
not
he
shit.
did
That's
not.
a sock.
Are you sure? Okay, cool.
It does kind of smell like. It does kind of smell like shit here.
He is farting in here. Yeah, I
Yeah, he
promise you that.
farted and
If you
I
let him
thought
hang
that
out in
was
the
shit.
room. What are you doing right now?
We're about to do a segment where
What?
Bryn freestyles a country song.
One time I was like really high and they were playing guitar and I was like, get a Coors and a Miller and I put them in the same cup. Pour a Miller and a Bud Light and I put it in a boot. And like, there's just, I just did it. Like that's all I can do.
Don't hide this power from us.
Oh God.
Huh,
The
okay.
tuning is just insanely
Hey,
good.
Someone give Bryn a subject and let's just see where we can go with this.
Something.
First time slow dancing.
Okay.
First time square dancing.
Got it. All right.
I'm
All right.
you
That's
fucked
first
coffee. That's what y'all
That's
need.
perfect. Yeah, I do need a coffee. Thank you.
Ooh, coffee. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
You guys talk about something while I tune this real quick.
Yeah. So on the topic of black holes and your mouth, I don't know what. Ask him what he means.
This-
What do you mean?
This song is called "This Dance Floor is a Black Hole."
Oh no! Don't make me have to interweave like that shit in there.
Okay, you don't have to. Just go with the square dancing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be jaunty as fuck. It needs to be full on Toby Keith. Took her out to the square dance park 'cause we were too poor to have a square dance house. And she looked at me and said, "Oh, I was gonna dance with," and I said, "No, come with me." And I grabbed her 'cause that's okay in Alabama, and I kissed her on the cheek. And her daddy came and he said, "Damn boy, you got a pretty sweet ass. You can come home with me." And I said, "No thank you, man. I'm a Jesus fan and I like to be straight with God, if you please." And he said, "That's my daughter, boy. And you passed my test. I wasn't serious about that. And you can now date my daughter, boy." And she said, "I guess I have to because I'm a woman and I don't have rights yet." So I took her to the square dance and we danced around the square. And I kissed her on the hand like I see in the movies through a window. And
Bravo.
He didn't mention a black hole once.
No, I said I wasn't gonna do that.
And I grabbed her because that's okay in Alabama. And this has been Songs with Bren.
It's literally just stupid. I don't know why you guys want me to do that.
I liked it.
Usually you get a couple good lines out of it.
And I grabbed her with the force of a million suns.
We collapsed and turned to one. Yeah, you please?
And that's how black holes are formed.
The government won't tell you 'cause it's too powerful. The strength of love.
And it's too powerful for one man to harness, so I've been running for years.
In my car.
I've been running from my pa.
If I could only afford a
You've been running
Dodge
from my
Charger,
pa
then
for
I'd be
years.
cool.
Your dad's been chasing you down for years. Jesus.
Dude, now that I think about it, one of the first songs me and Brent ever wrote was that song about astronomy and black holes and nebulas.
Y'all wrote songs about astronomy before?
Well,
Yes.
it was all
thought this would be
metaphorical.
The song was actually called Astronomy.
Yeah, it. One of
Oh
my
wait, is it
friends,
like a serious song?
Yeah, like one of my friends. She. Something going on. But one of my friends, she would keep me up all night texting me and like being all dramatic, and I would just be like, yeah, it's all good. Like I'm dramatic too. I'll be a whiny bitch with you. And then one time I was like, she was like, I like astronomy shit, and I was like, well, I know a lot of astronomy shit, and she was like, say astronomy facts, and I will let you know when you said one I don't know. And because she knew that like I love being right and I don't like not knowing things, so I just like started Googling shit, and after a while, like it took about 9 hours and she hadn't replied, and so then I just started sending like the Declaration of Independence like a bunch just on spam, and it got to the point to where she didn't respond for like a long time, and she was like, okay, I actually tried to respond sooner, but you kept sending the Declaration of Independence. It kept pulling my scroll like all the way down, and I couldn't scroll up at the speed that you were texting the Declaration of Independence.
You're like, sorry, my friend took my phone.
That's the whole story
Our
of the
big
song.
nacho
That's
reveal.
why it wasn't special.
Oh yes, for anyone watching, this is Nacho.
Look at us.
Show the tumor.
Oh yeah, he is.
Make sure he doesn't shit on you.
This right here is a tumor.
Nacho has a
It's the
abrasion.
nacho
100% benign. He just lives with it.
96%.
He's learned to live with it.
He's learned to live with
He
it.
is a little cancer.
He's learned to accept it, and he's learned to live.
He's learned to conquer it.
He didn't learn to conquer.
And now he gives speeches at local middle schools.
He does, and he can roll a frying pan into the smallest circumference.
Nacho's challenge.
Ever done.
Okay, Nacho's challenge. Okay, so in a couple podcasts ago, I brought this up, and we never did anything with it, and I still think it's a good idea. I'm gonna ask Bryn. Do you have a reoccurring nightmare?
Yeah. Well, I haven't had it in a while because I haven't been having nightmares lately. But yeah, I've had a nightmare that I've been having since I was like 3.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and start explaining.
So there's this underground town, and it's like you know when you go into like the Goron village in Ocarina of Time, Zelda.
Yeah.
So like it's all rocks and shit. It's like underground, and everything is like carved out of stone, and it's just this town, and everyone's there, and they're like, whoa, we're not underground, we don't know what the surface world is. And I was just like, yeah. And then there's this old guy that shows up. He always shows up, and I always know he's going to show up, but I never warn anyone in time. I can just never do it. And he shows up, and he's always like, hey, you guys want some yo-yos? He's got a shitload of yo-yos. And
I was like, fuck yeah.
I always remember, like, even the first time I had the dream, I remember I was like 4, and I remembered I was supposed to tell everyone not to take the yo-yos, but I let everyone take the yo-yos, and I was like, I guess I'll take a yo-yo. So I took a yo-yo, and they're made of rock, and they have like weird carvings in them, and like we all took them really seriously. We never used them because they were so nice. And he was like, if you yo-yo that yo-yo 16 times, the giant T-Rex comes to life. And then I'll be like, what? The giant T-Rex? They're like, guys, there's a giant stone T-Rex in the middle of town. Come look. And it's this enormous fucking T-Rex that wasn't there before.
This sounds like a pretty good
And
dream.
It's a stone.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a nightmare.
I'm not fabricating any of this at all. It's a stone T-Rex. And we're all like, what the fuck? And we don't yo-yo the yo-yo because we don't want the T-Rex to come alive. And my dumb ass, like, how the dream goes, what makes it a nightmare is I go, I can't yo-yo the yo-yo. And then I yo-yo the yo-yo. I'm like, wait, no. I didn't mean to do that. I can't yo-yo. And I keep doing that 16 times. And then the dinosaur breaks out of the rock. And it's not a dinosaur. It's the fucking devil. And he's like the most demonic devil that a child could ever imagine, and he's different every time to match whatever I would imagine the devil would be at every time in my life that I have the dream. And then it just ends, and I like everyone just dies.
So the scariest part is like him busting
Dude,
out of
it's
the rocks.
horrifying because like it's like, oh, it's all my fucking fault. Like I just feel so ashamed in the dream, and it's like a really bad feeling because it feels like real shame. And fear is one thing because, like, you know, you can be scared in a dream, but sometimes you can't really scare yourself. But you can always make yourself feel ashamed if you, like, put yourself in a scenario like that in your mind. Like, if you remember a time where you did something you're really ashamed of, you're going to feel that wash of, like, oh, God, I hate that I did that. And it's just that, like, times 10 all over my fucking shoulders.
Shit. It's pretty intense.
It's really like it's really horrifying.
I to this day have never had like the stereotypical nightmare of going to school without your pants.
I have had that so many times. I used to have that dream all the time.
Really?
Never had that.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like I used to always see it in movies, but I've seriously had when I was younger in like grade school, I would have that dream all the time that I would be in school and then all of a sudden my underwear would be gone. And then
your dick's
it was
just
like
out?
no one noticed that I was like, well, it would be like I'm in my underwear first, and then sometimes it would be like extreme, like weird, but yeah, the stereotypical dream of like going to school in your underwear, I've had several times when I was in high school and like middle school and shit.
Because you were afraid of that situation, or because you knew of that dream's existence in stereotypical nightmare land?
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you're already vulnerable at school and like nervous about what the other kids are thinking and stuff, and that's like that would be like the ultimate humiliating thing.
So is that a reoccurring dream, or like do you have your own reoccurring dream and that is also a dream that you have a lot?
I don't have it anymore. I used to have it all the time when I was in like high school and middle school.
Because I have 3 reoccurring dreams. I don't remember one of them, but I remember having it a lot, and then I remember the other one, but the other one was just like really weird because it was really personal to me. But like I've had 3, and I don't like, you don't have any reoccurring dreams that are like
indifferent stuff that's not like typical like that.
Yeah, like if you said it would only really be like weird or scary to you, like something that's deep, like like hurts you deep in your psyche that you have a lot.
I have these weird things sometimes where it's like, I don't know if it has to do with like my blood sugar or whatever, or if it is like my anxiety sometimes, but sometimes I'll like be really deep into a thought and then I'll get like flashes of like stuff that I've had dreams of.
Yeah.
And I'll like forget what I'm doing for a second, and it'll be like I kind of like get nervous because I'm like, shit, I remember like something, this is like I had a dream about this, and it's like kind of like a deja vu feeling.
Like that's so Raven.
Is
you know what I'm talking about?
Or is it just like you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Why did that happen?
Kind of both. Sometimes I'm like, shit, because I'll get all like shaky, and I've gone to the doctor about it before, but I think it's just like one of those weird just brain things that happens.
To me with like when I remember like girls that I loved or whatever, like shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember past lovers. Sometimes I start to shake, and then I laugh.
And in the distance, I can hear the beating of native drums.
All the way from here in the hot tub.
In the hot tub.
In the hot tub.
I know it sounds like, yeah, that's, I'm like explaining it terribly, but
no, I get what you're saying.
I totally have had that before. It's almost like my reoccurring dream I don't remember until I'm like remembering it, and then after I don't even remember after it.
That's the third one that I can't like remember to explain.
Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
I have it a lot.
I haven't had it in a long time. I haven't had a dream in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't dream anymore. But I remember
Supposedly when you smoke weed like often you don't dream as much is what I've heard before.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan talked about it too.
Thanks for outing me live. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I used to have this reoccur. It was like a nightmare. I don't even know what made it so scary to me. But like I would start out kind of like on a big boulder.
Yeah.
It was like me and like
SpongeBob.
yeah, dude, he's fucked me up. No. No, it was just like me and this family that I really don't know. And we were on top of this boulder, and we'd be there, and it'd be like, oh my god, how did we get up here? How are we gonna get down and shit like that? And then it would cut frame to like this like throne looking thing, and it's facing the opposite direction, and I see this dude with like a green hand like tapping his fingers like that, like on the side of it. And then that was it. And they would just like go back and forth from me on the boulder to like this dude tapping his hand like that.
Dude, I think it's so interesting, like dreams and like analyzing it and stuff. I think that's the coolest thing ever. Because like it's totally your mind making its own notions up.
It's making its own horror.
Yeah.
Especially it's like shit that you couldn't fathom when you're awake.
Yeah, like
well, it's like
that's what like all of the reoccurring dreams that I have are, except for the T-Rex one, because that one's from like deep childhood. So
see,
because like your mind is totally in control of your subconscious.
Yeah.
You don't have like any control of what you dream of or anything like that.
it's always baffled me too how like you'll be asleep and you'll be having a dream and
Thank you.
you wait and like sleeping only feels like you sleep for 5 minutes and then you wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's always I don't know. That
I
shit's
can always
interesting
tell
shit.
exactly how long I've been asleep, and it always feels like that. But like, I get what you mean. It like it feels in like real time, like 5 minutes or 5 seconds or whatever. But I can like tell in sleep time the like difference of that. Could you guys do that?
No, it always feels like about 5 minutes to me.
It depends. Sometimes I'll have like a long dream, and sometimes it'll be
Yeah.
not so long.
And Corey makes his introduction.
Hello.
Kicks in the door, the
Yes.
whole coffee creamer spills on the entire table.
He pours it on bread.
Just hit me a little.
He's like, I get gassy.
Yes. You know me.
Do this.
I'm good. I don't need creamer.
Well, then here. I gotta go back. I gotta hurry quick.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Careful.
We got it. We got it.
We
You gotta
got
make a whole
it.
nother pot?
No. I just didn't let it.
What blend is this?
It's honey roast. Is it hot?
It's honeysuckle.
I took like a micro sip. I do that a lot of times when I drink coffee.
How much creamer did you put in yours?
I don't know.
It's not gonna be hot. I put a little bit more.
It's fucking hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
You missed one of our subjects we kind of dived into.
Yeah, hey, why?
Dove
Do
into.
you
Do
think
have a
you-
recurring dream?
A reoccurring dream or nightmare. And I was thinking we're about to go back through and
Hey, change
figure out what
the
they mean.
Yeah.
Dylan. Change the
Yeah, I just
thing.
told
It's been on
mine.
the same thing for a while.
Garrett told
How do you
me
do the
this.
camera angle thing?
well,
You just changed it a minute ago.
All you gotta do is click this, and that's this, and then it goes live.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it hasn't been on that for a
No,
while.
it's been
No,
on.
no,
It's
it's
been
been
on
on-
me
it's
for
been
about
on
20
Dylan.
minutes.
Oh, damn.
So you can just do it like that too.
Sick.
But I totally love, like, I don't have any knowledge about it or anything, but like the idea of like analyzing dreams and diving into dreams and stuff is so cool to me.
Dude, I will be honest. When I went to summer school, I learned two things, because it was like computer summer school. You went in and you just sat at a computer to do your courses. And freshman year, I went for like a couple weeks, but I didn't really go the whole time. I mostly just skipped and hung out with my friends. But I spent the whole time on my computer just like things my entirety of summer school, like just comic books and like all the comic book characters that no one would know about, because that's so edgy. And
Underground.
yeah, and I shit you not, I learned how to fight demons. Like, I copied sigils, and I had like a page on every demon on like how to kill them, how to summon them, how to like ritualistically banish them. And then I learned
Jesus.
how to read dreams.
Like I'm not.
That sounds like a
super good at
productive
it.
summer.
I'm not good at it, but like I know the science to like decode shit, so I can give everyone an idea. I can you know.
Well, I mean, is there even a
as good
science
as-
to it, or is it
yeah,
just
there's a heavy science to it. It's
I mean, but it's all subject to like
It-
someone's brain, which
it's
we don't
like-
even really
It's
understand.
like a segment of one. What does this mean to you? Two, what does this mean to you? Bring out in a subject. In three, why did you feel that it meant something to you? And then four would be like, why? What does something mean in this connotation? You have to get like really meta with it. It's kind of dumb, but it's the way you read them. Because reading dreams
So,
is
I mean,
really,
it's-
really vague anyway.
Yeah. So it's kind of down to psychology,
Yeah.
science-wise. It's like
It's not
there's
like-
no one thing means this. It's what does it mean to you, and then you put
Yeah,
together from there what
yes.
that means to you.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about what the person sees in it. Because it's all in your mind. It's all in your subconscious. It's not like when you're having a dream, your brain will go, oh, I know this is how this should go, so I'm going to make it like this instead. It's whatever thought first comes to you. And that's what's resting in your brain, and that's what's been there for probably the longest, like, that type of thought. And that, like, basically that path. It's the idea that if you take one person and you put them at a crossroads, and all of the, like, every single time they're at the crossroads, and every single, like, segment, like say there's like 3 of the same person in the same universe at the same crossroads, the only way that one of them would change crossroads is if they went, well, and they started thinking about, like, why they shouldn't take whichever crossroad. If it's your brain and you use your subconscious, and it's basically like you're on a shitload of Xanax, you don't really think what to do or what decision would be wisest. It's whatever comes to your head first.
So it's like a butterfly effect, even in
Yeah.
your mind.
So every single time in every hypothetical situation, because everything is the same, you're always going to make the same path. But say like you're older and you were like an exorcist and you like saw demons or whatever in your mind when you were like exorcising people. You may have the same reoccurring dream of being at a crossroads. Let's say that the dream is a crossroads, but because you'll be like pushing fear down into your subconscious, whatever you're hiding that you're scared of may change what you do. So maybe you always go to the left road instead of the right road. Well, maybe in this situation, one of the demons that you encountered that you've been suppressing in your mind is on the left side of the road, because you would first of all, the demon knows, because the demon is your hypothetical whatever. Yeah, I'm autisming out right now.
No, I'm laughing at Nacho's a member now.
He's in a chair with coffee right there.
And it's like, say the demon knows that you're gonna go left. Well, right is incorrect. Let's say that right is incorrect. You're not supposed to go right. You're avoiding the demon, so you go right. And in your dream, let's say you know that right is wrong. You'll be like, no, like this is the wrong way. I need to go left. But the demon's there. He's forcing you to go into this, like let's say right leads into like evil forest, like evil acid trip forest. You know, like
so it's
like
in your eyes the easy way because you don't have to go.
Well, it's a battle of what subconsciously hurts the most. We're talking about like what dreams mean and how to decode them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You were afraid of Donald Ducking at school? You know
Donald Duck?
You know Donald Ducking? You just wear a
What?
T-shirt and you get your dick out underneath it. You have to
No.
like.
I've never had one of those dreams ever. I always dream
I'm pretty.
about
I mean,
Lord.
I'm pretty sure I've done that.
Porky. It's called. I think it's called Porky Piggin as well.
Did you used to have that dream too?
Tony Tiger.
No. Yeah.
None of y'all have had that dream.
Some inanimate animal that
Yeah.
doesn't wear pants but wears a
Arthur,
shirt.
early Arthur.
Yeah.
Hey, what's a reoccurring nightmare you've had?
I don't have
Yeah.
fucking nightmares, man.
Yes, you do.
No, dude, I welcome the fucking fear, man. I welcome the fear. I'm not afraid.
When you
of
were a
fucking-
kid, what was
Not afraid of
what was
shit.
a dream
Okay,
that you
I'll
had
tell you, this
that
wasn't
made
even a
you
dream.
like,
Not even a fucking dream, dude. Not even a
Alright,
dream. This is
so
just
lay
a
on.
mental battle that I had with myself as a child with birds. Fucking terrified of birds, right? So
Still?
I feel
no, I'm getting better now. But I mean, I still don't want to be around them. I still don't want to have a lot. I wouldn't be in this room with a bird.
But when you go to New York, you're gonna be flying up there level with the birds.
Yeah, I'll be inside of a steel tube. I'm not so worried about
What if
that.
a bird breaks the window and flies?
Dude, in my fucking luck, that would be
Flies
the
into
shit
the
that
engine?
happens to me. That would be the shit that happens to me.
Like fly into the turbine of the plane that you're gonna get into.
Probably.
So doesn't that happen? Like if that happens, it like plane has to land. It's like emergency, right? If a
Let's
bird
not do
flies
this. We'll talk after the flight.
It really doesn't happen.
I tell you, before I went
Oh
on a
no!
cruise,
I
but when I went on a
scare you
cruise,
about
oh,
going on a
you're well,
plane.
let's
I
not.
heard 9 out of 10 planes crash.
And they just don't ever tell anybody about it.
They never hit
Hey,
the
so
ground.
I,
if everyone
never makes
thinks
the
that
news,
they're not
though.
going to crash on the plane, it will crash.
yeah. There has to be one
The
fucking.
safest plane
There has
is
to
the
be
one
one
that-
down.
This year's plane crash.
So when I went on my
Those
cruise,
tattoos of all plane
I
victims.
looked up so many cruise disasters and
God.
so many cruise disasters. I've seen people falling off of the ships. I've seen a lot of videos of people that get drunk and get out there and they have an argument. I've seen a guy fall off the
Dude, have
ship.
you been whaling?
In person?
No, I mean I just watch a lot of videos online.
Yeah,
ever been,
doesn't
like,
like a few
whaling
people
out?
go missing on cruise ships every year or something?
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Or
So,
maybe more than
There was
few.
a kid that tried to jump from one tier down to another one.
Why?
And when he jumped down, he fucking hit the railing and fell right in. The fucking ship
Mm,
pretty much just ran him over. He's a college kid.
Jesus Christ.
It was out of Texas.
He got sucked up by the propeller.
I don't know about all that. Probably just.
I mean,
know.
when you hit the water from that high up, it's like hitting concrete.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know, man.
That it
Have
has
you
to be
guys-
a little higher.
Have you guys seen that movie The Ring? That came out in like 2003.
Yes.
Well, that horse. Remember?
What the fuck?
Well,
Hey,
there
I'm gonna
was-
set you up to say something that I already know the fucking answer to.
Well, I didn't know if you guys had seen it, but they're on a ferry
Yes.
and they're transporting like this dude who has like horses and stuff, and one of the horse breaks free and jumps over and gets sucked
yeah.
under, and then the water turns
He's
all
like,
red. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little mythy. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
think. Man, I think that listen, that force from that boat hitting the water does not pull under, dude. It pushes away. It's not. People are like, oh, the vortex.
I wouldn't want to try it.
People would say like the vortex of a. That's here.
Vortec.
Mythbusters,
Another
let's do it.
Another myth right here that I don't fucking believe. Okay, that when a ship sinks.
It sucks everyone down.
Nah.
I believe it.
What? How? It's not a fucking.
It's such a
vortex.
huge.
So look,
Nah.
it pulls water
Nah.
with it, and then the water
Nah.
rolls like
No.
a ribbon. And when it rolls, it comes up and creates like a current underneath the water, and it can pull down.
I
It doesn't-
understand.
it
I
doesn't, like,
understand how it
tank.
thinks in your mind, but just because you think it in your mind doesn't mean that
No,
that's
dude,
how
we
it-
could go test this out in your bathtub right now. We
We
fill
don't
it
have
up.
to.
We
We
fill
don't
it
have
up.
to. It's been
We all
done
get
before.
in there.
It's been done before. Pull it up. Pull it up here.
Well, think about-
Does a sinking boat actually pull?
Well, it does, but I don't think it's as much as people think. Like, think if you put a leaf on water and then you stuck your hand directly under the leaf and then you pulled under the water, the leaf will like quiver and like roll.
That's a
under the
leaf that's
water.
depending on the surface, though.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Oh,
what I mean?
Mythbusters
Even if
tried
was,
it.
like,
Mythbusters
something
did it, and
else.
supposedly
Alright,
it didn't.
Cool.
This is a really shitty Mythbuster site.
Well, like, what
It's
was
just a result site.
Goldfish memory lasts.
The sinking ship creates enough suction to pull you under if you're too close, as was rumored to occurred in the Titanic sink.
Yeah, I don't
Busted.
think it's.
Though using a small ship, neither Adam nor Jamie were sucked under when it sank. Oh yeah, I remember this.
It says the result.
Yeah,
has
I
been
mean,
debated,
but-
though, because the myth wasn't tested to full scale.
But yeah, I tell you what, man.
I mean, a huge, like millions of pound, however many pounds a cruise
Yeah.
ship
But
is.
the
I
water,
think
but
it's
it's
just
being
rare
displaced.
occasions.
Okay, but you guys have to think about this. It's being sunk because of the displacement of water, right? So the water has already filled the area. It doesn't
The
have
ocean.
yeah. It's part of the water. You get weightless. You get weightless. The more water that you're surrounded by, the more weightlessness you have. So the more that ship takes on water,
No.
the more it becomes. I'm telling you, dude. The more it becomes.
I don't
It
think
weighs
it's,
less.
Like, more
It's
weightlessness.
supported
I
by
think
the
it's
water.
Less is resisting your weightlessness.
Well, I just don't think it's gonna.
I don't know enough.
Sink my fucking ship. I don't give a shit, dude. I'm just saying.
Could they both have fit on the door?
yeah. Maybe they could have taken turns.
I don't give a Dude, I watched this video really recently.
Or Jack just has to be a big dick pussy.
I saw plenty of other doors float by in that sequence
Yeah,
too.
there
You
was
know
a
what I
shitload
mean?
of
I saw
stuff.
plenty of other doors float by.
Well, have you seen the people that they like did it to full scale to see like how they could have fit on there and shit like that? And like there was like 8 different ways they could have fit on there.
Well,
He
yeah.
was just like,
Oh, where they've like laid out
Yeah.
the
Well, I think it's that like he
Yeah,
knew
I've
he
seen
was
that.
gonna die or whatever. And
they like calculate the like square.
Have you
like,
seen the
square footage of
conspiracies
it.
about the movie Titanic. Like supposedly it's like Jack wasn't even alive the whole time or something like that. It's been like she was a figment of her imagination.
It was Shutter Island. The entire
Shutter Island.
Titanic was Shutter.
Alright, Corey's going. Let's do coffee ASMR.
That's some good French vanilla creamer.
What a way to start the day.
We have one viewer. I just looked.
It's Aiden.
Hell yeah, Aiden.
Hey Aiden.
You've been there for us day one, dude.
Shout out Aiden.
Aiden, that cough was supposed to go in your mouth. I love you.
Hey, you know how I know it's Aiden? Watch this. Hey Aiden, if you're listening, call me on the phone right now.
1,503 people died on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, maybe he tuned out.
I hope
One
so.
lifeboat could only carry 28 people. Smart planning.
Yeah, that's what was so fucked up.
Even though, have you seen the size of the Titanic compared to like the size of a cruise ship now? It's like tiny as hell.
What the fuck?
No, it's our viewer.
Yeah, it's our one viewer.
Let's get him
my
on.
Cousin.
Aiden,
What's going on?
Talk to yourself, Aiden.
you are live on the podcast.
Down in the background.
Dude, I'm watching it on my TV right now.
Yes, talk.
There you go.
Dude, we're gonna create a black hole right now.
All
Through
right.
like the phone
All right,
world.
man. Well, thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
it will create a suction. It'll create the sound will create a suction that actually pulls you into the
Vortex.
fucking microphone, and you drowned inside the workings of your iPhone.
We just blink and we're in South Lake.
That'd be
So,
badass.
We created a hyperloop.
Earlier when we were talking about the internet, you saying like
Pre-internet.
yeah, like what you think the internet is as a kid, Garrett. When you were a kid, what did you think the internet fucking was? Like, how did you think it worked? I thought that it sent electricity through the metal in the earth, and then like the houses had like a beam that went down to connect.
See, I don't even know if I thought that deep into it when I was a kid.
You just like never.
I was just like, all I know is I plug it
Yeah.
into the wall and it's like goes with the power. I thought there were cables that brought us power, and I thought the
This is
internet
what we
was
stream
connected
while
with
we
that.
Just like through cables.
Yeah. I didn't think it was like, well, I don't
He's
know.
like, well, that's fucking dumb. BR's like,
Well-
I never thought that.
Well, no. I did,
never
I did,
fucking
I think
thought
I thought
that.
that when I was like a little older.
Okay,
Like,
what
it
I
makes
thought,
sense
because
to
I
me.
had like some pre-internet shit. I thought that there was, I figured that there was a large area where they kept a lot of information in that they put into computers. I didn't know how they got it there and how they put it. I just thought
Yeah.
someone was like, I mean, if in my mind, if someone could sit down and write an entire set of encyclopedias and someone could put that info in the computer,
Yeah, like,
and all I
that's
had done
closer
at
than
that
it
point
was.
was look up pictures of different stuff. You know what I mean?
Like
Like
gamefags.com.
game facts. You fucking.
Game
I'm
tags.
owning it. I'm owning it. Game fags. I'll go game.
He was
fags.
looking at nerdy boys finger themselves.
Larry Robinson's. Oh my god.
Dirtyboys.net.
God, man, I should have never told you this.
Corey was a cam girl.
Oh man. In my
Camboys.edu.
sophomore year of high school.
I'm gonna put some joy in that stick. There's so many like little things that you could fucking
Man,
little jokes you could make during gamer boy porn.
it wasn't. It was game facts. It was game frequently asked questions.
Corey,
And my
come on.
listen. My principal sits down and he says, "Corey, what is game fags?" I said, "Man, I was trying to find fucking Grand Theft Auto cheats. I ain't trying to get my dick sucked online for free. This dick ain't free."
Oh god.
Okay, so another this is what I really got in deep today. I fucking researched all day about this shit, Garrett.
About what?
The amount of senses that we have, and the amount of senses that we use, and the amount of senses that we have that have gone dormant. 5 senses is what they say.
Yeah, I was going to
Sight,
say.
smell, hearing, taste, touch, right? 5. What about your sense of time, your sense of balance?
Yeah.
There's a ton of them. There's a ton of things, and then there's things that have gone dormant that we were talking about, like that even since like your more reptilian type body maybe held on to, and I guess I could relate some of it to like doing drugs. People getting like a smell of drugs in their in their nose or in their nasal cavity, and then like even years later they can they like pick it up out of the air, like that chemical of the drug
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, like if you're
I
a
have that a
mom
lot.
And
Yeah.
if you're a mom and you've
Gary
never
used to do
smoked
drugs.
pot, but you like kind of know what pot is, then if your son smokes pot, you're just like, oh, this smells like a skunk. And if you like smell a skunk, you could as equally as you say that smell of a
Smells like
skunk, you
pot.
could say it smells like pot. If you've ever smoked pot, like a couple times, eventually it's gonna get to the point to where you can distinguish the two smells.
Well, I mean that's different
like,
though.
taste,
Pot has
like,
such a
smell the
pungent
chemical.
smell that
Well,
like
like,
anyone can pick
I'm
up.
just saying,
Cocaine
like-
doesn't really have a smell,
with
but like
anything.
if you've done it before.
Have you gotten close enough to smell it without actually doing it?
It's
Dude,
like if you
the
work
other,
at a,
okay, so I went to a party a couple months ago, and everyone was doing coke in the bathroom, and I didn't know that when I first went in there, and I had to pee right when I got there, and I was like, dude, people are doing fucking coke in here.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you worked at like an auto body shop that used only one type of oil, and then you go into another auto body shop that uses like a different type of oil, you could probably notice like the smell when someone who wouldn't notice the smell like wouldn't, but because you've been around it so much, it's like a sense that's ingrained into you.
Yeah, and they say it's something that horses definitely pick up.
Yeah,
I just broke the
yeah,
king's
they're saying that
chair.
Did you really?
Oh fuck!
What'd you break on it?
I don't know.
The leg?
I don't know. I almost sunk right
Kinsey's
through it.
watching.
I almost sunk right.
Hey, babe.
Well, don't
I love
lean
you.
back in it.
No,
but
it's back. It's forward. That's
it's over.
the issue.
Hey, dude, I'm sorry that you're not
Oh, wow.
listening and you
Okay, I
died
gotta go
last
get a
year.
real chair.
Dude, what's wrong with it?
Just broke
Oh shit,
Damn, right when Kinsey texted me, you broke that chair.
it.
dude.
What does that mean?
Kinsey, get off!
Shit is broke. I'm sure we had
Shut
like
up, I can fix it,
a
dude.
long ass screw, yeah.
Corey,
Yeah,
it's over.
didn't you build like all that fucking?
What if he just rage quit? I
Furniture
was like,
shit?
everyone, get out!
Yeah, man, I built furniture.
I treated this wood for
Yeah,
years.
I'm like a Jewish carpenter.
Yeah, I saw
Hey,
that
sis.
shit on Twitter. That blew my mind.
I planted the tree that became this chair.
Cherry oak.
It was my father
I
and his
bred the
father.
tree to be
And then
cherry
his
and
father's
oak.
father. This was a beautiful oak tree.
And now it's ruined.
And now it's a beautiful, beautiful chair. It's a beautiful piece of
This
side.
night has been
etched.
effectively fucking ruined.
I am so. I'm at the level of carpentry where I got raw birch from cherry wood.
Is that
Fuck
oak?
you.
I can smell that it's oak.
I know it's mahogany.
You know the band that sings Slow Ride? Yeah, his yard.
I cannot get a fucking break.
Oh,
I need a
man.
goddamn
Man.
It's so fucking
Fog.
bad.
What is it? Fog hat.
Man.
I'll go with you right now.
Man.
Hey, Garrett, Bryn, you want to take over?
No, y'all are fine.
What,
Give
go
me
with
2
where?
seconds to sit down.
Do what?
Go where?
I can't go back up there. No, you're not going anywhere.
Corey and I are going to get dinner together.
Oh my god. Dude, I feel like I can finally
I
fucking
thought
think.
we were gonna go get dinner together.
Jesus Christ.
No, Bryn.
Oh.
Fuck you. For those listening,
Oh,
my
shit.
relationship to Bryn is I'm his caretaker.
No. I have to see this tag. It's my fucking cereal.
Dog
number
tag.
for the store.
It's a serial number for the store.
I hang out behind the store and they're like, give me shit.
I pick him up in the Albertsons parking lot every day.
They like give me the toilet paper that's returned, so I have like a little house that they built me. It's like a little dog house, but it's not for a dog. It's not. They say it's not.
I caught Bryn sleeping in my old tree house one day. We've been inseparable ever
Just
since.
because it's in a tree doesn't mean
shared
it's not
with
a
me
house, dude.
The
Like-
whispers of the trees.
like that movie Milk Money where they keep the stripper in their treehouse.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie's badass.
Yeah, and
They keep a stripper in their fucking treehouse for like 8
They
days.
pay her to take her clothes
Yeah,
off
but
and
the other dude
change.
doesn't look because he's too pure.
That's right.
They pay like
that's
$100. What is it?
right.
$109.
It's called Milk Money.
Yeah.
Have you guys
really
ever seen the
fucking
movie
weird.
Cars?
And he marries. he doesn't see her tits because he marries. She marries his dad at the end
Yeah.
of it, who's like trying to preserve.
Hey,
the
have you
wetlands.
seen
the wetland?
have you seen Phenomenon?
I don't think so. What is
John Travolta?
it? No.
He says that he saw this beam of light and got hit by a comet.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this like supernatural ability to learn like at a very fast rate, and like he can like he starts like finding ways to like send interstellar beams into space and start communicating with satellites and stuff like that. No, with just he can build the equipment. It's like he just gets this advanced Asperger's thing, but it's insane, dude. I mean, what? That's what people fucking do. They
Yeah.
build crazy shit. I
Yeah.
watched this whole thing on
have
Asperger's
just
people
medium
where they
level
made
Asperger's.
shit out of like wood and wires and
Yeah, dude.
and crystals and shit, and then they would lay their head in it, and they were like, "Oh, well, this deoxidizes the geodes in my frontal cortex."
don't
Dude,
underestimate
Asperger's
it,
is
dude.
like the Microsoft is the product of Asperger's.
Bro, like don't step to us, man. We'll fucking
What?
Bryn's-
I'm fucking recognizing that
Well,
that there's a brilliance in
No,
something.
I'm just saying, like, we can make a machine that could, like, eradicate your gene pool. Like, it can make your sperm
like
I'm not
inject
sick of
someone
that kind of
else's
shit,
DNA.
dude. Okay, dude. Okay. Why would I give a shit about that? The more you,
It's
the
not
more
your
you make me
son,
sterile, the
someone
more we can
else's.
just
You can just load
pump and come.
in the future. You can just load your balls with
Well,
whoever
you still get a
sperm
kid,
you
it's just
want.
not-
Oh,
it's just not your
preloaded.
DNA.
Preloaded
So it's not even
testicles.
That's what I'm
yours.
saying. Asperger's people are gonna make that shit.
You
I'm
get like
gonna
a
make it.
pipette and like put it up your dick
Mhm,
hole.
Yeah.
Pipette.
It's like
Pipette.
reverse insemination for women.
Pipette in the hot tub.
For men.
In the hot tub.
What are you looking for?
My phone.
I mean, you could do that with
I think
women.
you
You
left
could
it
put
out
someone
there.
else's egg in there. I'm sure you could put someone else's sperm in someone's dick.
If we're lucky.
Yeah, you gotta do the oil.
Dylan,
We're
We
hoping
need
to
to
get
get to
there this
work.
year. Follow
do
us,
research.
SpaceX.
I thought you were saying we should do that, and I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
that's
to
what
marry
I.
to your
That's what I
sister.
meant. I
That-
meant you. I have your sperm, so I can carry your legacy.
This is my
If
sperm.
it was vice versa, though, me
There
and
are many
Zoe would
like
have
it.
some inbred
Yeah,
ass children.
that's not what I meant. I meant
That's fucked up. You know what, Bryn? I'm uncomfortable with you now, and
Okay,
I don't want to. You know,
I'll leave you.
shut up, Bryn.
Do I go sit in the
For
car
God,
last
yeah, go
time?
sit in my car.
Okay. You don't have to.
We're
turn it
going.
on, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's cold, but this is like trash back
You know
there.
what, Bryn? Sit on the curb outside of my car. I don't want you in there. Shit.
You know, one thing that baffled my mind, kind of to go transition from the black hole thing. One
Mhm.
thing that has always baffled my mind when I get bored, I'll just like think about it, is the butterfly effect. Like, if you would have done one small thing different, how everything could have turned
Dude,
out
I
differently.
think about that all the fucking time.
Well,
I do too.
It's strange because you can kind of like guess what you would do because it's you.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy part.
Dude, okay, so whenever I'm thinking about that shit, though, for some reason, like, to me, I'm always like, dude, that's probably fucking possible that I could go back and do that
Yeah.
shit.
You like
Your phone?
you going back to try and do what you would have done
Yeah.
if you would have done
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you would have done something else.
That's
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
I would have reconciled with my ex.
So
Just kidding.
I think about it sometimes.
She's the
I
one
would
that
have
got
probably
away.
probably would have reconnected with Bethany.
I wish I would have locked that door when I could have.
No, like I was thinking about it when I was walking into work from my car and I forgot my badge in my car and I was like, what would have happened differently if I would have remembered my badge when I was going in? I would have been I would have been on the floor probably 2 minutes earlier. I could have run into this person. I could have run into this person. It could have led me to this part of the day.
And then ISIS.
And then ISIS happens no matter what.
I would have never gone in that. I would have never gone in
ISIS
that closet
follows
with
you
Uncle
because
Bad
ISIS
Touch.
has the technology they can see through.
I wish I just never would have put game closets in my house.
I wish my dad would have never soundproofed the basement.
I wish you would have.
No, but think about it. It's
Yeah.
like crazy. You're like,
Mom wouldn't have stopped me.
what is that? Corey's probably looking for his phone that's in here.
It's under this fucking book.
What an idiot.
there it is.
Hey, get in here, fool. His phone's under this book.
Alright, let me move some of that.
You found it?
No.
Yeah.
You had the whole guy.
It was
Yeah,
under
it
your
was
little
under
notepad
that
here.
bar, yeah.
It was under this notepad.
I thought it was you on there. I feel kind of bad. She answered the phone. I was like, "Get in here, fool!" And she goes, "What?"
What? I'm no fool.
You have a strong, thick skin on your hand.
Thank
there.
you, man. I feel so much better now. Not really.
Dude, I've got a huge headache.
Really?
Yeah.
Need an ibuprofen?
Dude,
I don't have
I watched this.
Switch deprivation or something like that.
No, dude. What if
That
what if
actually
I like
will
jinx
give you a
myself?
headache.
I fake being sick and I'm actually getting
Like,
sick, and I've already
fuck,
used my
dude.
sick days.
Dude, I've already done that to myself. I've already used my 2 like free days for pretty much bullshit.
I
so
did that when I had to skip work to play our show, and then I got like super sick a couple weeks later, and I had to like skip again, and then my boss like said like, "This is the last time."
Was that the Denton one or Kurt's house?
The
Wembley.
the Denton. I think I didn't have to work on the day at Kurt's house. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I had to work
Crazy
like the
vape,
day
dude.
after.
This vape is so brazy.
You're like moving it like so it does that when I like use the vape.
Like earthquake.
Vape time.
Well, I can kind of. Oh my god! Have you guys seen that The Gorgoberg show, the Gorgoberg show or something. Gorgoburger.
Goldberg.
No, Gorgoburger.
Good Burger?
No, type it Gorgoburger. Look up Gorgoburger.
You always know all these weird like indie movies.
Yeah,
Dylan
this
is
a show.
uh,
This is another show.
Does this sound like ASMR?
Gordo Burger?
I haven't been able to
Gorgo
do my
Burger
headphones
show.
Gordo?
restarted.
The Gorgoburger show.
I typed that in, nothing came up.
Garrett, did that sound like ASMR when I just sipped that coffee?
That's it right there. Goroburger.
Did it sound like what?
ASMR.
No, that's not it at all.
What is that?
It's where you listen to
I'll
something
look it
and
up.
it's so like in your ear that you're like,
Oh,
You, like,
they have
like,
videos.
get a
They have
tingle.
videos of that.
yeah, I watch them every fucking night.
Do you like
I
it?
love
Do you have like
them.
a
Dude, my favorite.
like the ones of the guy really close to the mic, like eating and stuff?
I don't like eating. I
Man,
like
there's that
slow
black girl on
pipe
Instagram
smoking.
that does it, and I can't hang. Man.
Like,
Dude.
there's one of the guy really close
Dude,
to the
I
mic,
listened to them for like a couple hours. Like,
and he's
I'm
like
fucked up about
whispering,
it.
and it's like mics on him like
Yeah.
cutting the food and
that's,
stuff.
That's really intense.
There's
I,
just
I
one
don't
girl
like
that just
that.
eats cucumbers and shit on there.
Pickles.
Without even chewing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And she,
I,
fucking lips.
there's
dude,
ASMR
Jesus.
pipe smoking videos, like an old dude with a beard, and he's like really
Wow.
homey, and he wears a captain's hat sometimes. And he's like,
Homie,
he's really homey.
like Southern California homie.
No, like, hello,
okay.
welcome.
Like he's very
Like,
welcoming.
like there's sometimes a fire going, and he'll be like,
You wanna?
and he'll puff his pipe, and he'll just like be like,
And you can
wonderful
really
things
intense hear
about
the
life,
sounds
and
of like the burning and stuff of the.
Well,
Right
well,
there.
he gets really close like this. And he's
Dude, I want to just. I think the only ASMR I can deal with is like if Gary Busey was to read me the night before Christmas.
on the night
That's
before
just storytelling. That's just storytelling.
Oh,
It's like ASMR.
there's
Gary
tons of
Busey.
ASMR storytelling shit.
What is
like,
it? Okay, so let's explain for anyone
I think
that doesn't
are
know.
you-
I don't know what that means, so let's
Okay,
explain
so
what
you
it
want
means.
us to explain it to you.
I mean, I'm guessing there's got to be.
It's
If
an
there's
anagram.
anyone listening that
I'm
doesn't
pretty-
know what it is, they want to know what it is.
I think
So-
Aiden and Kinsey both know what it is, so you're
uh,
minority here.
Okay, can we explain it?
It stands for
Yeah, you don't even know what it stands
No,
for.
it
That's why you
stands
don't
for
want to
Auto
say it.
stimulation.
auto stimulation.
Well, it's down the
My
meridian.
Chemical Romance.
It's the split in your brain or something like that. It's
I think that's another myth that I don't believe right there.
So
No,
it's
You know, left brain, right brain
well,
thing.
no,
That shit works right
I
down
don't
the
believe
middle.
in that either. I'm
The shit
saying,
works right down the middle.
No, I'm saying your brain does have a split in the middle, and there's a part in your
Allegedly.
brain that connects your neck called the meridian or something like that. I don't
The
know
medulla
exactly what it is.
oblongata.
Something like that. I don't know, whatever. Fuck. But when you hear ASMR like that, because you don't hear sounds that occur like that in nature,
It stimulates
gives-
the brain cell that makes you erect.
No, it just stimulates. Well, sometimes, yeah,
switch.
it does.
It's like a light switch.
A
in your
lot of
cock.
people like that does happen to them when they listen to ASMR. Like 'cause-
Boners?
Yes, like not like. It's just weird. It
Are you saying from
triggers
experience?
something. Yeah,
Put my headphones
sometimes.
on and I'll
So
just
you're
do that.
hearing
We'll
in more
see.
detail.
Let's
Well-
test this right now.
Well, sometimes I'll listen to like ASMR.
You all sip your coffee at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
So it's essentially
Oh, just
videos.
Garrett talking's actually working.
We still haven't explained really what it is.
Garrett whisper really like deep into the
It's just it's a long time. Hey, this is what happens when you listen to music for a long time. Like say you've like never listened to like Simon and Garfunkel or something like that. And you
Mhm.
turn it on and fall asleep. You'll kind of go into like a weird stage.
Well,
when
I
it's new
know
to you.
that, but even that's different. Like ASMR, you literally get, they call it a tingle down your neck.
Yeah.
Like it like is stimulating.
Hey,
It's weird.
Okay, I want all of you guys to close your eyes right now. This is probably pretty good.
Okay.
Oh
Listening?
my god, I can't believe you're gonna make this up right now.
Dude,
Yep. Yeah.
No, hey, keep your eyes closed. Listen to this.
can't, dude.
Look,
we
hey,
still,
listen. Yeah.
y'all act
No,
like
the
everyone knows
tingle
what
is
you're talking
there,
about,
but
but we
it
still haven't
hurts.
explained what we're talking about.
It's a
hurts.
sensory. It maybe it's like a sensory tuning. I'm
So-
trying to explain it from someone that
The
doesn't
slime
know for sure.
videos is
I think
like
it's a
visual
sensory
ASMR.
tuning.
So in ASMR, in the context we're talking about, is like videos that have a really intense sound that
Well, it's just
you can
really
hear
doesn't
every
sound like that.
crisp.
It's like satisfying.
Every
sound.
sound.
Yeah.
Just Google it and see
Like,
what the
when
what the
people
first
go, like,
Wikipedia thing pulls up.
Brain melting
Like,
You know,
ASR.
it usually has.
Oh,
like
I
that
watch that one
description.
all the time. It's an Asian lady and she has like a Korean accent. But it's like tingles, 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 tingles. Like people just do that shit.
Dude, what is she rubbing that on right
I'm guessing this is the
That's called,
microphone.
that's called a 3DO, and it actually mimics when you're wearing headphones, like the
I
feeling
see
of
that.
someone around a head. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it captures the same way yours do. It's fucking nuts.
I see what she's doing there. It's got two different sides.
Yeah, like if you pull that up, like with those headphones,
Yeah.
with this audio, like it's
Almost like I was saying, like if you listen back to the show, sitting in the exact same spot by yourself.
But
you
it's like
feel surrounded.
relaxing. Like I find it relaxing. I go to sleep to it.
Hold
Many
on.
people do.
So it's I
Sounds
get
like
what it
she's
is.
in your ear. She's probably
Yeah,
she's doing a
that's-
really good job.
Oh,
It's
dude,
it's
there's
like
some-
an intercochlear implant.
There's gonna be some
or something like
weirdos that
that.
get off to this.
There's also there's like weirdo culture that like it, and there's a whole thing for it called personal attention.
Not
ASMR.
watching this and just listening to it and trying to figure out if she was brushing on one ear and tapping on the other one would drive.
Dude,
me
it's
fucking
insane.
crazy, man.
So if you were to have your headphones
know
plugged
if
in
she's
straight to the
whispering.
computer, you could hear it
I
like
do
this.
it all the time. I watch this video in particular a whole lot, and like I'll like pass out listening to this. Like it is fucking cool.
Yeah, so there's different waves, like the brown note. Like, where's the video? Can you play the ASMR that makes you shit your pants?
Dude, I do not believe in the brown note.
What is that?
We're about
Wait,
to
what is
fucking-
that? Tell me
it's-
what
We're
it
about
is.
to hit
makes
the
you
brown that
shit.
makes you shit yourself.
It's a
dude.
tone that if you hear it, it like releases something in your brain that makes you like completely
Okay.
evacuate your bowels.
That's bullshit. But
No, it's not. No, it's not. Dude,
They have
had
videos
to
on YouTube?
evacuate those people from. I don't know about it. They have it on YouTube because we probably don't even have anything that could play that frequency. But they had to evacuate those ambassadors from the embassy in Cuba.
Well, they would probably
Someone
use
pranked
it for,
them
like,
and
a
played
medical-
Dude, yeah, they were embedding. Was it Cuba or was it in Russia?
I
think it was
love
Cuba. Yeah,
my wife.
and they were like hiding things inside of their like office buildings to cause them like
Well, like,
severe
what
headaches,
would be the tone?
migraines.
Like, what-
I
like,
don't know.
If someone has irritable bowel syndrome,
like that.
like, and they need to empty
Okay.
their bowels every morning, could
I
they
think
just
that's-
listen to that? Like,
Oh,
that'd
you
be
think
helpful.
you think that my arguments?
no,
legit?
it's like really low. It's like
No, it's it's
Okay.
something so low that it's gonna give you a physical
He's
issue.
gonna cup your
It
I
seems-
thought that it, like,
It's gonna
y'all-
make you turn your head to the
stomach
left
so
and
hard
cough.
that you shit.
in high school, we had something that went around. It was like a thing for like a few months where it was like something like that, but it was like, dude, if you listen to this, it's got a frequency that makes you high feeling. Did you ever have that?
That's ASMR for me. Like ASMR genuinely kind of
Turn
feels
her
like-
off, dude. Turn her off,
Like
dude.
it kind of.
She's
feels
like whispering.
no,
she's
like,
do you like when I
I'm
say
like, who
these
the
things?
fuck is here?
No, like at one point in my high school, these kids like all knew this. There was like news articles about it. Kids
Dude.
like all had this thing. It was like, oh, if you listen to this frequency, it mimics the effects of marijuana.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
sounds really dumb listening to it because
like,
it's fake.
I found it before, like on like I don't remember the name of the video, but it was like some particular white noise video, and it was like in the description, it's like stimulation, tonal,
It's
like
just like
whatever.
Rick
And
Astley
They
on
used to
repeat.
have a thing.
I shit you
I know
not, I
exactly
felt
what you're
fucking
talking about. It's
stoned.
called the binaural. They're called binaural
binaural.
beats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, even those aren't really close. Like
No, they're not. But I've listened to
there's
them before,
ones
and
that you can listen
eventually
to.
you get to you pick up a pattern in that same
Mhm.
sound. It's almost like listen to a two-tone dial tone for a while. It's like
I mean, it.
so let's do a dial tone together.
If you
Give me a
watch
high note, and I'll
someone,
give you a low note. Ready? Ooh.
well,
So
Give me the
a
big
visual
boy
version of that is
my
like
soul.
watching someone run a feather down their face. You can feel the feather run down your face if you focus hard enough.
You gotta get deep. Hey,
see,
so they
but
got a
it's
float lab.
essentially tricking your mind into doing it. It's not
Yeah.
actually doing it.
You know, I
so
was
if you
telling you
ran
about-
into a room and were like, haha, I'm gonna make you all
Well, yeah.
high, and you play the
Well,
sound, it wouldn't work
You
because
know,
it's
they
all
say
in your
that
own
people-
mind.
They say that people that see
your
a lot of
brain.
like ghosts or spirits or feel a lot of like haunting things, that they actually have a delay in their sensory, right? And they're saying that so like maybe you like brush past something or a gust of wind brushes past your arm,
Yeah.
but you don't feel it until it's like I mean even if your dendrites and your neurons aren't firing properly, you know, you're gonna get a delay. And even if you have brain damage or something like that and your delay is off, you will get that you'll get that feeling, that phantom feeling and stuff like that.
Like
of
someone's
that.
touching you or something.
Yeah, they've simulated it with this thing where it's like a pad, and you stand here in front of it, and like you can move this thing, and you could touch different spots, and you touch the spot, and then you stand in front of this robot, and then the robot touches you, and it's about 5 seconds later, and like you're supposed to get that feeling of what it would feel like to be like a delay, because you're putting it where it would go on your back. But it's just happening, and you're putting it in a pattern, so it's happening after. So you're getting this phantom effect that you're doing it to yourself.
Did
in
you
a delayed
ever
pattern.
go to the museum where you can feel what it's like to be a blind person? Like they set up a maze and you put on like
blinders. And
Don't you just close your eyes and that's what it feels like to be a blind person?
No, they put like blinders on you, and they give you like a stick, and you're supposed to
suck
like
on.
navigate this maze.
To suck on.
Yeah, to chew on.
They're like, no, just put this in your mouth,
But
and
I
I'll guide you
I
around
used
the
to
room.
do it as a kid.
You actually hit a wall.
It's all just
Oh,
them
God,
making
that
fun
hurt.
of blind people.
Well, it sounds stupid because it's like, well, duh.
That
close
you
your
walk in
eyes,
front of a
but-
glass and you're like stumbling
rather
around
weird.
and hitting shit, and then people on the other side laughing at
That's like
you.
a blind
Jesus.
person
Oh my
hazing
God.
facility.
Just it's like toughen the blind.
Well, you would
It's
wear,
a
like,
city initiative.
Yeah, they put toilet plungers in all of the toilets.
I think I would hear it coming. I think I would hear it coming.
You'd hear the wood.
But yeah, by that point in life, by this point in life, where I've been wiping my ass and shitting blind long enough, I would hear the plunger. I would hear the water not echo down the pipes properly. You know.
Well, you wouldn't.
Like
You wouldn't even
Daredevil?
get there yet. You would try and sit down, and you got.
Yeah, I got
plunger.
human
I can
echolocation
hear the steam
after that
coming off
point.
You're
that
like- you
meat.
go to a
I can
bathroom,
tell
you're like-
what meat it is.
You're like waiting for it to bounce off and return to you.
I have to make sure I give myself a little click down into the bowl.
Back
Oh,
in,
it's
like,
clear.
the
It's clear.
60s,
Yeah.
Make sure it
people
got
thought
flushed.
that,
You press the service button.
People thought that when you didn't have like a sense, like a while ago, that like all your other senses were super heightened. They are heightened, but like people thought that it was like an insane
Like Daredevil?
Like Daredevil.
Yeah, well, Daredevil in the '60s, like, it was supposed to be not so far fetched because in the '60s during the Silver Age, it was all about science. So it was like, well, you know, it's kind of feasible, but it got to the point to where they genuinely tried to make the argument that like he could hear the color in like the pigments of his clothes, so he like
Oh,
knew
wow.
how to fucking make
See,
it.
that's where you're having like an assimilation problem, where you're like
Yeah.
picking up odd things. Or people say that they like they get images in their head, and I think this actually happens when you're younger, because this happened to me. Like you would say
Yeah.
things that would like remind me of something. Like I don't know why. You ever get that like whooping cough feeling, that that like deep like
Yeah.
rattle?
Sometimes.
No, not even
No,
like
it's
that.
like it
It's
has
like-
like a tone where it's like,
It's like
Yeah,
a
I know what you're talking about.
it feels it's like a rattle. And like every time when I was a kid, and this is an odd thing to think of. Every time when I was a kid, I would think in my mind, I would imagine like like maybe like a hole in just a black nothingness in like there's like a circle on a pendulum there. And whenever I would cough like that, I would imagine that was inside of my throat, of the air going, of it spinning inside of that perfect little circle. I don't know why. Like
I totally
and
get
that's why I
what you
thought it
mean.
like a little. You know when you blow through something that's like that, it's like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so that's what it would make me think of, and like I had that image in my head. Other things would like make me think of Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that.
Sonic's a pussy.
Yeah, when he's
retweet.
spinning,
Oh my
when he's like
fucking God.
revving up.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I was sick and I would get a heavy cough,
Yeah.
it made me think of Sonic going really fast.
I had
That's so fucking
have you
creepy.
had swine
That's
flu?
the creepiest shit. No, I've never had swine
I did.
flu.
Dude, I had swine flu.
I had
oh my
it.
god.
Yeah, like
Back when I was in
dude,
high school, I fingered this pig. Things just started going south.
I was in 3rd grade and I went to the doctor and it was just kind of like a cough, so I was like, whatever, big deal, it's fucking swine flu. And the doctor was like, yeah, you need to stay home. And I was like, cool, I get to stay home. And that night, I woke up and I thought that like a spider was in my throat and it like was lodged in there because I couldn't breathe. I was trying to and like I couldn't, and I had to crawl to my mom and like slam on the door, and I had to point to the sink to tell her that I needed water, and like I almost suffocated. Like
In your dream?
no, in real life.
Bryn, you are so full of
You're
shit.
so full of
No,
shit.
dude, you could ask my mom.
I can
let's
see
call
your,
her up.
I
You
can
call
see
her
your
right
throat
now.
right now.
Call her
There's
right
never
fucking
been a
now.
spider
calling
on that
Bryn's
little
mom
neck.
right now.
No, because I
Oh
had
my
swine
God.
flu.
Shit, that's my mom.
Please do not.
Because I had
call her.
swine flu.
You
It
call
felt
her
like it felt like a
Call-
spider.
Your mom's she's resting in her new home.
No,
But
I don't give a fuck.
for the rest of like 2 weeks, I just
Zoe
cannot
just said
tell
Bryn's
like
story's
this.
fake. He's lying.
Oh,
What the fuck? Call up
He's
Lane
getting
right
called
now.
out on the air.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Delane.
Mom.
Hey. So Bryn's
Mom.
hello.
Bryn's
I thought
trying
you
to
called
feed
my
me-
mom.
Bryn's trying to feed me a story
No,
that's
I'm
completely
fucking
full
not.
of shit.
Mother.
And he wants you to verify.
BR, hush.
He said that when he was in 3rd grade, he had the swine flu.
Yes.
And that he could not breathe or something, so he had to
At
crawl
night.
up to you and slap you and point to the sink.
No,
and
I was,
say
like,
that he
And
needed
sneezing
said
and
there
water.
was a spider on his throat.
No, it felt like a spider in my throat. Yes.
Did
Oh, I
he,
thought
did
there
he have
was
to
one.
slap you and wake you up and point to the
No,
sink
I, like,
to tell you he needed
wheezed
water?
and, like,
Why do we
screamed.
have
Hold
to
on.
make
Shh.
sure?
Okay, here.
I don't remember him slapping me.
No, I didn't slap her. I like tapped the door.
I slapped her door.
I couldn't get to her. I couldn't crawl that far.
couldn't
He
get to her.
was very sick. That's all I remember.
Oh, guys, y'all are making this really sad.
All right.
What I said was the night after I was
The night
they
after
They
Christmas.
said like I had swine flu. I woke up in the middle of the night and could not breathe, and I had to point to the sink because I could not breathe. I had to tell you like I needed water because my throat was so full of fucking sharp mucus.
Shark mucus.
Sharp mucus.
Rare.
God.
Very rare. I had a rare shark mucus disorder.
Yeah.
Shark mucus.
Zoe says hi, by the way, Delaney.
Zoe, don't ever lie like that again.
Don't ever embarrass me on air
Whatever
again.
she says is not true.
Okay. All right, Delaney, thank you.
Yes, it was shark mucus.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Shark mucus?
Yeah. Spiders shit down my throat.
You ever get those like shower farts or those like bathtub farts and they're kind
Jesus.
of like
All right, Delaney, thank you for joining the podcast.
Thanks, Mom.
and they're very
Alright.
they're very
Bye.
shark mucusy. You have to like push them down with your. Are you a push the poo down with your heel guy or a push the poo down with your toe guy?
What?
What do you mean? Or vomit, whatever.
Do you shit in the shower or something? Is that what you're talking about?
What?
You never have?
No.
Well, try it.
What?
Jesus.
I think when I was young, maybe, but it wasn't like I just had to shit. It was like I was in the shower and I was like, I didn't finish shitting before I got in the shower. I guess I'll just like, get this little bit that's left out in
not
the
the
shower.
troublemaker, but the follow-up.
Yes, yeah.
I can remember one of my very first
Done
memories
that,
was
yeah.
me and Garrett. We were like really young, to the point to where like we still like took baths together and stuff like that. We're like 14 or 15 at this time.
Yeah.
I'm just
Dude, we
kidding.
never
But,
did that. That's gay. We never did that.
That never happened.
But me and Garrett were taking a bath over my grandma's house at Mimi's, and I can remember us sitting there, and I just see a chunk of shit floating in the bathtub.
Oh, you're a fucking tub
I think-
turder.
No, I know what you're
Dude.
talking about.
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
One day, like after Christmas, I was taking a bath with Zoe when we were like 5 at my grandma's house, and
Pigs are gonna happen.
I was taking a bath. We were taking a bath, and I was sick, and I vomited into the bath, and she was like, "Ew," and I was like, "Oh, it's fine," and I just stirred it. I was just like, "See, you can't see it now." But the water was like rainbow. I think I like drank soap or
I
something.
think in like the same day, me and Garrett and my grandma were taking a walk to the park to feed some ducks, and we got like a mile out, and Garrett decided he had to shit. So we had to,
dude, that was
we
a
had
bad
to turn
story.
back around, and Garrett started.
Just go to the woods.
It was in like a suburban like neighborhood.
Yeah.
There still wasn't enough trees.
No, like I think I was like 13,
He like took off jogging,
and I took off jogging, and I just shit my pants.
Right down your shoes.
Dude, it ran down into
Dude,
his
your
socks.
shoes.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
you
was
shit your
like-
shoes, dude. That's disgusting.
It was like
oh god.
that's like my worst fear still nowadays.
What
is,
was
like,
it?
Not
Naked
being
or
able to
shitting?
make it.
Hey,
What
what
did
about
you
your fear
do?
of going to school naked and then
Shitting.
shitting yourself?
On
and
the
then
girl that you
projectile
like.
shitting,
And then like a kid that shows up naked and shits.
and you've lost your
It's like-
ability
It's
to
like the
clench
girl
your
that,
butt cheeks.
the girl that you
And then
loved since
spiders
third
start
grade is the
attacking
only
your
one
shit.
behind you.
Sprinting down the hallway.
Yeah, because they're actually dung spiders, and they
And they crawl into your throat,
That
and then
sounds
they
like a
leave
terrifying
sharp
nightmare.
mucus.
Dude, okay, me and Garrett saw this really bad CGI movie called Python one time, and a python comes up through the
Oh,
toilet, and that scared the shit out of me. For years, I would always be like,
well, back to what originally my fear was. My parents were divorced, and they had to like meet at this at a gas station, and the gas station had this huge flagpole. At the very top of the flagpole, there was this giant fucking golden American Eagle thing, just fucking like looming over the Shell McDonald's truck stop.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looked down on the truck, and I would be sitting inside the cab of like my stepdad and my mom's truck. I'd be like looking up at it, and I thought it was fucking real, dude. I thought it was so real. I was
About to swoop down.
so fucking
like a sexual
convinced, dude.
predator.
Holy shit! No, and then once
a
they told me
metaphor.
they were like it's not real, but the thought of it hurting me didn't go away. I didn't stop.
Yeah.
So like I would just imagine in my mind pulling up to it, and then like the wind, because in my mind this flagpole was just 1,000 fucking miles into the sky. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like I thought about what if the wind snapped the flagpole? The flagpole topples down. The beak of the eagle
Makes its
impales the
entrance.
truck
Dude.
and just it
Right through
literally
your skull.
just fucking cuts me in half.
Holy
Beak
shit.
of the eagle. I had this just vivid.
Dude, I used to
in my
have
head.
shit like
Hate
that
it.
all the fucking time. I totally get what you mean.
It's so creepy,
Dude,
the
it-
flagpole.
Like, yeah, like shit that's not so scary, but like
at the
I was like,
time
it's
it was mortifying.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of like the very odd factor of something might happen. Dylan, are you dying?
Dude, my headache is getting so bad right now.
Are you dying?
Do you guys have
Go into the
ibuprofen?
kitchen. Go into the kitchen, and there's a drawer. I'll get it for you.
No, I'm...
No. I got it.
God, dude, you're such a good host and friend.
Jesus.
Hey, think about the cereal that you like the most.
What do you care
That's
more
not
about,
really
being a
the
good
most
host or
important-
being a good talk show host?
Today's going to the fucking shooter for me, so that's alright.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna start describing the feeling in my head right now.
No, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. You can't stop me,
Fuck
bitch.
you, Garrett.
It is really hot in here.
It's not the fact that it's hot.
kinda hot.
It feels like my brain is 6 sizes too big for my skull, and it feels like my skull is just cracking apart like the Coming Undone music video from Korn.
Probably because you've consumed 1 billion gallons of nicotine. Gallons.
Hey, I like cigs, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Smoking cigs and the Juul.
No, it's
all
because I've
day.
only drinking like 1 water bottle, and I haven't eaten, and I've smoked like 1 million cigarettes in the past 3 hours.
Yeah.
Even though I think I've only smoked.
And all of that. All the video games.
No, the video games I'm defending this.
Dude,
for.
I'm definitely playing Mario Kart later.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
try to
gonna
find
do
a
it.
tranquilizer of some sort and fuck
Get a
myself
Percocet.
up. Dude, thanks for the Molly.
Save this one for later. Dude, I'm telling you, it was too easy to get Molly at fucking Heights. You could buy Molly from anybody at any time.
Half those kids were
Hey,
selling
Corey,
Advil.
before you get
Shut the fuck
before
up.
you get comfortable, do you have like a
Yeah,
room
man.
temperature Fiji water for me to wash this down?
Yeah, no, you're gonna drink it
It
with
has to
coffee.
be at 57 degrees
Just drink it
exactly.
with your coffee.
Hey,
Spit back into it a couple times. You'll have some fucking more.
Yeah, dude.
oh my god. Okay.
Dylan, you're gonna die.
I do get a headache from drinking too much coffee sometimes.
Is that what happened?
No, dude, I get really bad headaches probably once a week, like to the point where it's like I'm like physically
You're
sick.
a woman.
Dude, you know what?
Get that piercing.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder
can you
what
give me the migraine
causes-
piercing?
Like, there's so many different things that cause a headache, but I wonder what the main thing is, like inflammation, or is it like dehydration?
It's
I wonder if the myth of sitting on
but
something
it's
sharp-
definitely vascular like constriction. I mean, that's definitely a number. It's pain from vascular constriction. So
Yeah,
I think it's you can also get it from like dehydration, and you can get it.
that's the
from,
main reason for headaches. is
Nicotine.
not drinking enough water.
Because
I heard the
nicotine
main-
I think
makes
the
your
water thing's
veins
overrated these
like
days.
constrict
No,
and
dude,
it can't move
I
as
think
much
a
oxygen
lot of
up.
things come down to not drinking enough water.
I'm going strictly on an only Mountain Dew diet for a year.
they got a new flavor.
Oh, God
Baja
Will you
Shaft.
look up the new? Will you look up the new Mountain Dew flavor for me?
Lean
For me, Garrett?
flavor.
It's called.
Okay, do we want to jump into the favorite cereal thing?
I really do.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm very.
Cereal.
Oh, hold on. Before we get there, will you just pull up the Wikipedia? You can do this first. What are we looking for here? What are we looking for? I gotta get my glasses.
Mountain Dew, the latest.
Yeah,
they have a
yes.
whole thing on their website.
Mountain Dewy,
Whoa.
Meat Dewy Rider.
Meat Dewey
Danny
Rider.
McBride.
Okay, what's the new flavors?
Wow, he's hot.
Oh, right, that's it right there. It's on the left. Mountain Dew Ice.
Ice flavor.
Oh,
It's gonna be like diet.
no.
Everyone's
You
got a
hate
diet
liquor.
drink.
It's
ice
liquor.
in your Mountain Dew.
No way, it's liquor.
No. I hate putting ice in my Mountain Dew, so ice is now flavored into the water.
Because that's why people get ice in their
They
drinks.
just
instead of
stole
flavor.
7-Up. They just stole 7-Up.
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know what it is.
7-Up.
Any diet soda,
Fuck.
I think, tastes so disgusting.
I think the worst diet soda is Sprite.
Sprite Zero.
Sprite Zero.
No,
Sprite
yeah.
Zero sucks.
After
Uh,
living in a house that only had diet soda, I can confirm Diet Cherry Pepsi,
Masks
the
it well.
fucking worst.
Oh,
The worst.
I like the cherry
ever, because
vanilla.
The cherries bake and the diet.
Do you know
Pepsi's
how many
bake.
flavors they
Like
fucking
diet
put in
something.
those cherry vanilla diet Dr Peppers? That is
A
insane.
lot.
Cherry
Dude,
vanilla
soda is-
chocolate
lot.
diet Dr Pepper mint cocoa butter rum.
Yeah, I've had
Any
that.
any artificial sweetener, I just get a like disgusting taste in my mouth. from it.
Aspartame
Yeah.
make your knees hurt.
Okay, favorite cereals.
No. Hold on. Go to
keep talking about soda.
no. Hold on. You're missing the.
We're
I need you
jumping
to
all over
pull
the
up.
place
I
here.
need you to pull up the let's see, five senses Wikipedia. Just Google
Yeah.
the five senses. More or more than five senses.
Yeah, that shit's nuts, man.
Make sure we go to the Wikipedia. Sense right there. No. Back. Go down here to the.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
All right, here we go. So go down a little bit, and it'll show us the traditional senses.
Okay.
Keep going down here.
Traditional sight, hearing,
hearing.
taste, smell, touch,
Yeah.
Okay, so
and tickle.
hey, I like the other words for taste. Taste was gestation. I like that.
Yeah.
Crustacean.
Crustacean.
Oh wait, here we go.
Temperature.
Non-traditional.
Non-traditional. Balance.
And acceleration.
Wow. That thermoception is the sense of heat and the absence of heat. That's what we're saying. Like, you actually don't register cold.
Yeah.
Like, as being cold, you just register the loss of the heat or the uncomfortability
That's
of
why,
not
like,
having heat.
You can't be like it. Like if you walked outside without wearing any clothes and it was like 40 degrees out, you would die.
Your nuts
Do you
would,
think
like,
that you could
shrink.
fuel yourself by eating to survive? Like, in the cold? Do you think
Yeah,
what
yeah,
rate would
it's
you have
essential.
to eat things at?
You would have to consume like the normal the calories that you would need as an adult are about 4,600 a day. So to like keep your body warm with enough fat, you would have to probably remain sedentary or work out.
No,
like,
sedentary is
a shit
gonna
ton.
kill, dude. That in the cold.
If you eat a shit ton, yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
So you're saying
I'm telling you,
fat.
sitting there,
Even
just
if you were
eating.
in sub-zero temperatures, you could just eat. If you ate enough, you think that would keep you alive?
No,
because your body
no.
would just be
'Cause
working.
the
it.
No,
water-
I-
the
dude,
water
I
in your
still
body
think
would
you would die
freeze.
quick.
Yeah, the water in your
Yeah.
body has no like the heat in your body is still gonna leave,
Yeah.
and it's not gonna be able to process all that shit in time. Like it takes about 12 hours to process calories enough to make your body heat.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I don't know if it's like that long.
You
but,
know, a
it takes
calorie
while.
is just the amount. Is like a measurement of energy. It's like how
Mhm.
much it takes to raise, I believe, 1 gallon of water 1 degree. So like it's like burning a calorie.
Mhm.
That is a measurement of energy. Okay?
Yeah.
Like a calorie is a measurement
Yeah.
of energy.
Yeah, when I was in 3rd grade, they taught us that in gym. They were like, "All right,
Let's hit the showers.
Get this shit to measure your calories."
You hear
and
what? We're measuring in gym class.
They were doing like math to where like however many laps we would run, they would give us a piece of candy that would
Oh,
equal
yeah,
however
yeah.
many calories we burned, and we would
They
run, like,
replaced it with
45
sugar.
laps.
They were just like, "Here's sugar. This is
God.
good for you." They
Jesus,
fucked you
Nacho.
in school, man.
Well, it was like you would run like
just farted at
45
you?
laps
Nacho,
for like one.
get
skip.
out! Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's vile, dude.
Nacho, go!
Scram
Nacho,
you,
get away!
scram
dude.
you piece of
You
shit.
smell like shit. Go away. He's gonna
Ugh.
bite you, VR. Be careful.
You think he's actually gonna bite you?
Oh yeah, he'll bite your foot, dude. He'll bite your fucking
He has
foot.
feelings.
God, man, so
Fuck outta here,
stinky,
Nacho.
dude. I thought it was getting bad in here,
Ugh.
dude. Oh, I really thought it was
Christ.
getting- that'll make your headache feel a lot better.
No, dude. That's like mustard gas.
So I like the precipitation, proprioceptation.
Yeah.
That is the kinesic sense. Hold on. That provides. Oh, stop moving. Stop it.
Go
Garrett.
Provides the partial cortex of the brain with information on the movement and relative positions of the parts of the body. So like even that's like where people like if you have a strong sense of that, even if you lose a limb, you still feel that.
Yeah.
Because like your mind would know. Like if you even look, I close my eyes, and I can still touch my fingers to. I could touch my finger even from all the way over here. I could just find it and touch it. It's
like how
not
a blind
hard.
person lights a cigarette.
Yeah, oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
How a blind person lights a
Oh
cigarette.
wait, what? You weren't listening, or wait, what? What did you just say?
Like a blind person can get a cigarette out of a box or put it in their mouth, or even if you just close your eyes and you can light it and you'll know where the cigarette.
Well, I mean, I'm in my lifetime, I've never seen a blind person smoke a cigarette.
Wow.
Oh,
it is a thing that doesn't happen. There's videos.
Blind people like explaining.
You can film them. They don't even know.
It's
Well,
just
that's-
like you've never seen a deaf person run. Think about that.
What?
Never
Well,
seen
how
it.
would you
You've
even
never seen
know?
a deaf person
You would never
run?
know. How would you know?
Because usually, I don't know.
There was something on
you
Ask
wouldn't even
Reddit.
know.
There was something on Ask Reddit about it was like,
person.
do deaf people hear
No.
in like do they picture the sign language in their head when they listen, or like what do they hear, or like same with blind people, like do blind people what do they picture when
I think
people
that's
are
where
talking?
the issue comes with speaking it back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can never explain a color to a blind person.
Yeah, because the sound, because like even their voice works, but they just don't know how to pronunciate things. So the only thing that they've ever heard is a vibration. So if I'm in your face and you have your hand on my throat and I'm screaming boat, well then the only thing you heard is oot. Like that's it. That's the only thing you've heard, you know. So that's the only thing you know how to speak. So yeah, things. I mean, your mind probably thinks like that.
Yeah, how I talk.
I mean, those things tend to me. So it's your own language. Maybe everyone hears it a little different though, depending on like how deaf you are.
I speak deaf
How
language
deaf
when
are
I'm
you?
watching movies that I think are boring. So like any movie.
What the fuck?
Hey, okay, let's talk about this. Would you guys
You're
fuck
back.
Helen Keller?
No.
Wow.
I would not
What?
fuck Helen
We
Keller
were
if she
really
was
jumping
white.
around
I'm gonna
subject
say
here.
no.
She was
I'm
white.
gonna
I'm just gonna say no.
No.
Since she was 12.
Dude, she
You
grew
know,
up.
she grew up.
Not my Helen
Like-
Keller.
I
mean,
went to Harvard.
you were
or
12
whatever,
once.
or like Yale or something.
Maybe 12 Helen Keller is my favorite version.
I'm more of a 14-year-old Helen Keller when her hair was a little shorter.
Back when she had that summer thing going on.
Helen Keller
Back when her
costume.
summer swimsuit catalog came out.
Oh, I remember all the years of my sweet Helen.
Ugh.
Jesus, let's not.
Hell
talk
on
about this.
wheels is what I.
All right, fuck it. Break out the cereal, bitch.
Okay, let's go ahead and transition to our
Okay.
main topic.
What?
Bryn goes first.
Break out the fucking cereal.
What?
No, Bryn's been going first this entire time.
exactly.
Dylan.
Let's
Favorite-
go around.
Are we
okay,
doing like
let's,
top 5?
let's go around.
I want you your top 3.
Let's
top
go
3.
around clockwise and say ours.
Okay.
Before we talk about it.
I just
you
fucking
can
love
describe.
cereal.
And I'm gonna because I'm gonna talk shit about what you fucking pick.
So
You think
okay,
so?
hold on. Before
What's
we,
your favorite
before we do
type?
this,
Yeah, I'm asking you. What?
like if I had to pick a cereal, not worrying about like sugar or anything, what would I pick?
It's
Are we picking like health conscious cereals too?
You do whatever you think is good for you. If you're a grape nut eating fucking hoe, if you're eating grape nuts and fucking post toasties, then that's what you're into.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, no, hey. It's
Okay.
He's like, well, check those off my fucking list.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's your.
That-
That's where we're going up. We're going
Ooh,
3 to
no.
1.
Like favorite taste.
No,
of cereal?
no,
Oh,
in
you're
no
just
specific
spoiled.
order.
Oh, no specific. No, I want to know your top 3, dude.
Okay, so then I'll go from least to greatest.
Okay.
Okay.
Frosted
But these are
Flakes
still
is
your
my
top
third.
3.
Okay. Do you prep your Frosted Flakes with anything at all? Like, are you just
More
a-
sugar.
No.
Yeah, some people do.
My
that.
dad did.
Some
used
people
to
do
that.
sugar. But what is he? Is he eating just the cornflakes?
No, it's like he puts more sugar on top of the already frosted flakes.
Okay, so are we talking Tony Tiger Frosted Flakes, or are we
Yeah.
talking Kellogg's Rooster Frosted Flakes?
No, dude,
Those
fuck
are
the
corn
rooster. The
What are you
rooster,
talking about?
The rooster can suck my
Stop
dick.
mumbling over everybody.
I
Stop.
can't hear my. I don't think I'm mumbling. I
You
can't
are.
hear.
You were talking the entire time he was talking.
It's all right.
I love you. You have to stop. I love you. I know you don't know that you're
Yes,
doing
sir.
Yes, sir.
it. Look, hey,
No,
we're all
did-
gonna
I
look at
do
you,
it-
and
I
you're
do it
gonna
too
be
much.
allowed to talk. I promise.
No, I know. I just can't stop. It's
I know.
fucking
I know. You're doing great.
terrible thing.
You're talking a lot.
we need to give him like a sucker.
Yeah, I need to I need to just hold it down when he's not saying. I need to hold the mute
Do you
button
have, like,
on
any
you.
Yankees if he doesn't use anymore? Why would he
Dude, my kid. I don't
That's
think he's
kinda-
ever used those.
that's
He's
weird.
never used those. Okay. BR,
Okay.
you can do this. You can overcome. You're smart enough.
Okay, so Frosted Flakes are 3. Cinnamon Toast are 2. Number 1. Oh, that's a brain scratcher. I would have to say chocolate Cheerios.
Holy
Ew,
shit!
dude,
I
those
got
are
chocolate
fucking
peanut butter
gross.
Cheerios, and I don't like them either, dude.
They're
I
fucking
don't like them
gross.
either. I can't believe you made that number 1.
Never
I
liked
love
them.
it. I love
I
them.
can't believe you made that number
I'll
1.
eat them all day, dude.
Wow.
I like normal Cheerios, but dude,
I do like a honey nut Cheerio too. Do you like normal Cheerios? What you like the bare ass fucking
No.
bread circle?
no, the pretty much like
The wheat.
like
It tastes
Animal
like dirt.
food?
They taste like
Dog
dirt,
food?
dude. Oh man. Wow, chocolate Cheerios
Okay,
is
yeah,
your top one.
Before
Just
we-
when you
you
think
could
you
have
have
said
been-
fucking cocoa.
before we defend, let's
you
go
coulda
around
said
and say.
any. No, hold on. I want to fucking tear him apart.
Hold
for
on,
this
let's all say them first.
No, there's no way I'm gonna let this go. I can't let it go.
Just
that
when you
easy.
think you got me figured out.
dude, you could have had a Cocoa Puff,
No,
and
fuck
you picked
those.
a fucking. I'm so disappointed in that. That was the weakest top. You
Okay,
started off really
hold
good.
on.
Okay,
Before we tear them apart, let's all say it.
hold on. Do you know that? Dude, you're not gonna get away with this. Do you know that there's like off-brand
Great Value?
cereals?
I mean, I know of
Great
off-brand
value.
cereal.
Yeah, great value.
Target's brand is like Market something.
Archer Farms, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Or Market. Oh, it might be Market Fresh. Actually, is what they call it. I
Kinsey
think.
would know. She's like
Yeah.
fucking obsessed with Target.
Hey, okay. So the Golden Graham, it's like, it's not. It doesn't have the sugar and the sweetness on it like.
You better be
Toasted
real
Crunch.
fucking careful what you say to me next.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it doesn't have that on there.
Shut
but
up,
they're
Dark
wavy.
Cheerio.
They got the kangaroo on it. It's got the kangaroo on it.
It's
You
like
guys know what I'm talking about?
I think Kellogg's.
No, dude, this is a great value. It comes in the big bag, and they're like wavy little squares.
Oh, like the huge one.
And they're supposed to be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but they are
I know what
not.
you're saying.
They're more
They're
like a
cinnamon
graham
squares.
cracker square.
It's like the huge bags, the same
Yes.
price as like
Yes.
on brand, the normal
but
brand.
these don't have like a powdering on them and stuff. Oh, okay, anyways, okay. I'm sorry. You fucked up with that one. You
No,
could have picked
dude.
any chocolate
Hell no.
cereal in the world. Chocolate Rice Krispies. You could have
No.
had. Oh my fucking god.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
You're right. We're gonna.
We've gotten one
I'm
one
leaving this
person
in
around
the
the.
fucking dirt.
What's your favorite, Corey?
Well, we have to leave some sort. Go.
No, I asked you. What's your?
No, Garrett said you have to go.
No, hold on.
Nope.
Here's what we'll do.
I don't
No.
think about this shit.
you're such
I
a
want to
fucking
just-
brat, Corey.
I'm pissed off by this fucking chocolate Cheerios thing. I'm really not gonna happy about this.
Dude, you're the one who
I
eats
hope you're
beets,
fucking
you fuck.
God.
Don't even get me started.
Oh man.
Okay.
What are you
Pissing
looking
out
for
this
here?
whole
What are you
time
looking
is
for?
The most autistic thing that's been said so far.
I was
is,
looking for a
What
timer.
the fuck, chocolate Cheerios?
A
you
timer?
bitch.
So he could say his top 3, and then we could roast him for like 1 minute, and then we can move on.
Garrett's
good,
fed up
that's
with your
good.
shit.
Put me on a schedule now.
Garrett's gonna come here with one
You
of those
just want to
sand
throw all the
things.
beans out on the table? That's how radio works.
No,
You gotta
wanna
fucking
throw all
keep
the
There's a
beans out on
DVD
the
player app on a
table.
Mac still.
Garrett's gonna show up here with one of those hourglass.
Yeah,
sand
yeah. Do you want to
timers.
put this Degeneration X 2006 Vengeance pay-per-view on?
Yes.
Maybe later.
Okay,
After we watch Kingpin.
Bryn, what are your top 3 favorite cereals, if you like cereal?
I like Frosted Flakes and then Frosted Mini
Yeah,
Wheats.
don't fucking slip up,
And
dude.
then,
You saw what happened.
My favorite right now is straight up like granola.
Granola.
I fuck with granola.
But that's not cereal. That's not
Yeah,
classified.
It's
as cereal.
not?
Granola's
I
not
knew-
cereal.
I knew that
Granola's
we weren't-
granola.
I knew it wouldn't go very
eating
far
a
until we hit
cereal.
this patch
I pour
of not
milk in.
knowing what it was.
Granola's not cereal.
Like
You
pretty
can
much
eat it
honey
as
bunches
cereal.
of oats without
Grape
the
Nut
little
cereal?
flakes in there.
No.
Honey
No.
bunches of oats without the corn flakes.
A
like just
original
granola.
cereal is like an oat or like they would say
I'm
that.
saying what classifies as cereal today.
Okay.
Granola is not in that. Granola.
So we're
it
not
goes in
going by the
milk.
classic standard.
Anything
I'm
that
going-
goes in milk, I would classify
I'm
as a
going by
cereal.
what I believe.
Anything that goes in milk.
Anything that is
Then I love
like
Cheez-Its.
crunchy that you can put in milk. It's intended to be eaten with
An
milk. I think it's a cereal.
Oreo is cereal.
Oreo, no.
A
'cause you're
Chips
not
Ahoy?
supposed to.
Yeah. What about?
You're not supposed to what?
You dip it in milk. You don't
Yeah, what do you-
submerge an Oreo in milk.
I mean,
and
I-
wait.
Yes, you
Sometimes
do.
you can. You can
I
like
do.
make a stack,
Yeah,
and
but
the one on the bottom
But
actually
cereal
gets.
has like fucking shit in there that's not gonna make it goop into like a mass like an Oreo would if you crushed them all and put it in milk. It would just be a giant goop of
So
Oreo.
your granola factor has just been nixed apparently.
Well, I mean, like me and my mom cook granola. Like we get, but it's not just oats.
Cook granola.
Yes, you get oats, and then you put like maybe some like chopped.
You can just
almonds
find a
in
browser
there, and
probably
then-
that
yeah,
does it.
And like
Yeah.
cinnamon and honey, and then you toast them in the oven, and then you pull them out, and they form these clumps together like honey bunches of oats, except without the corn flakes in them.
Okay.
And then we just eat that.
Okay.
Like,
So what was
Fuck.
your list here?
it was Frosted Flakes, Frosted Mini Wheats, granola.
Frosted mini wheats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So you're
hey,
eating
pick
a
'em
lot. You're
apart.
fiber.
Okay, I've got it on the screen.
Get
now.
him. Get his ass.
Yeah.
You've got 1 minute.
Oh my
to
god!
defend
Shut
your
up!
choice.
I'm not going by that. I will purposely just ramble
Yeah,
on for
you're
so long. I will
done.
filibuster. I will fucking. Oh,
Corey
I will
reminds-
read
Do you wanna
Genesis
hear,
right here.
Okay, do you want to hear my favorite now?
Corey reminds
Yeah.
me of like Dr. House. He doesn't play by the rules.
Okay,
Put timer
so
on me, put
my
timer on you.
3 favorite cereals. I have a timer up there, right there. My 3 favorite cereals are probably number 3 is going to be Captain Crunch.
Dude, those cut your.
Oh, fuck Captain Crunch, dude.
2 is probably Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Number 1 is
yeah.
going to be Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wow.
I feel that.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I
really
love
good.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
They get super soggy really fast though. Okay.
Why you gotta eat them fast?
I'm gonna be here. He's gonna get his fucking ass torn apart, and then he's not even gonna be here for what I had to say. but I'll have to write it down so it doesn't
Yeah.
so it doesn't flutter away.
Chocolate Cheerios.
No, fuck that, dude. Oh my god.
I've never had chocolate Cheerios. I eat them normal.
Dude, anything chocolate. I feel like
I eat
anything
normal
chocolate in
food.
cereal is so gross. Oh, I also like mini wheats.
I genuinely think any chocolate cereal cuts my mouth. Any chocolate cereal I've had has cut the roof of my mouth.
It's not. I don't know anything like Choco, whatever vampire.
Cocoa Puffs are
Draco.
Razor Blades.
What's it called? What's the
Count
Dracula?
Chocula.
Count
Yeah,
Chocula.
Count Chocula.
That's Razor Blades.
That one sucks.
No, dude, fuck you. Are you serious?
No,
I love
I'm
those.
serious.
It's
I
Halloween.
hate any chocolate cereal.
Dude, the strawberry, like Frankenstein berry things.
Frankenberry.
No, fuck
Frankenberry?
those.
And what's the other one? Blueberry. Dude,
Oh, blueberries are pretty fucking delicious.
they are good.
I've never
I
had
think
any
the
of that.
Captain Oops berries, where it's only berries, is actually really good. But I do not like those fucking square.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles
Captain
too.
Crunch. thing.
Captain Oops
The-
sounds like a porno. Like an all,
Captain Oops.
Captain Oops and is all anal
It's a
and dirty.
cream pie. It's a cream pie porno. Captain Oops.
It's a superhero.
Oops.
Oh,
all
we've
goop.
got a little captain hat on. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a bad Gilligan
Yeah.
kick. Oh man, Captain Oops. Okay, so I have a tie for 3 here.
Wait, what was the first two?
Yours are
I
gonna be
haven't
like
gotten
all
there yet.
underground
Okay.
cereals.
I have yeah, I got that fucking
Hey,
shit
have
you've
you ever
never
been-
heard about.
What were
Have you ever
Garrett's?
been to Steamer's Cafe over off Fifth?
They have a nice hand ground wheat bread. They let
It's
it dry
so-
in the sun. A sun dried cereal.
Hey,
So good for you.
Garrett, and since I was going, well, just give me your list real quick. What were they?
they were weak.
Captain
It was
Crunch-
all
Captain
different flavors
Crunch.
of cheer.
Dude, I honestly have a lot of. I love cereal. Captain Crunch,
It shows
Frosted
fatty.
Flakes, and Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut.
I'm gonna say checks.
Are you shitting me?
Those honey nut
You
checks.
hated on all of us. You like fucking checks?
Those honey nut checks. You don't like honey nut checks, dude?
I don't think I've ever tried
But
it.
and the milk gets in the fucking dude. You
when I think of
fucking don't
Chex
make
Mix-
that face at me, dude. When the milk gets in between that little fucking waffle, that little mini
do like
waffle
Chex.
thing, and you get a
what?
little.
I love
Yeah.
Chex like.
Oh, fuck
mix.
you.
Chex Mix.
Oh,
not-
Chex Mex. I'm talking about Chex cereal,
Chex
dude. I will
Mix.
bring you a fucking little waffle cone of it right now.
No,
and you
dude,
will
fuck you. Fuck you, Adrian.
Okay, okay.
Please
My
bring
tie
it.
with that is just Rice Krispies. I just
Dude, this
Rice
makes me want some
Krispies.
cereal right
But
now.
But here's the thing: you guys don't add things to your cereal. You don't have like one thing that you have to put with it.
I do.
What?
Beans.
Refried.
There's this shit called garlic honey.
Garlic honey?
Okay,
Oh, you're
so-
putting this with your granola?
Yes.
Oh
So
my
I put it on
God.
all my cereals.
What?
So look, when you smash it, you
Yeah.
know, you know how you smash it first
Yeah.
when you put it on something. So when garlic is irritated, like when it's crushed, it releases this
It
chemical
weeps.
called allicin.
Yeah.
And so the garlic tastes strong and pungent, but the allicin has this like rich, savory taste to it. And when you put it in honey, it creates probiotics, or it grows probiotics. So there's so much sugar, and the allicin is released, and it makes the honey like super savory and like it's good. And I put it on my granola, and I eat that shit. I like
So
it
how
a
does it
lot.
taste? Does it taste sweet or like?
It's sweet and it has a nice bite to it. It doesn't taste like garlic.
It complements the sweetness of the honey in such a way that it keeps you bringing yourself back for
It
more.
does. It
And they do
really
that on
does.
purpose.
And they do that
No,
on
like,
purpose.
I urge you, if you want to try it, go get a clove of garlic and a thing of honey, preferably unfiltered honey. Just smash some garlic and throw it in there. Wait like 5 days.
We're fermenting our own.
Then
Dude,
throw
I
a steak
have
on the
some. I will
grill.
bring it over.
Put some
Okay.
of that garlic on there so you can sear the shit out
We'll
of
do
it.
we'll do a blind taste test. I swear to God, like it's good and it's good for you because it has probiotics and like 50% less
Thank you,
sugar.
sir.
Okay, so you said Chex, Rice Krispies, and that was it?
Those are my tie for third, just because they're
Yeah.
similar things. They're
I could go for Rice Krispies.
They're Rice cereal.
I haven't had a Rice Krispie treat in forever.
Dude, I eat those at work.
A box not that long ago. They're pretty fucking delicious.
I
man.
love Rice Krispie
I like
treats.
to like just like with the roof of my mouth and then in the tongue, and just press down on it until it's like
Dude,
is no
that's
more.
how I eat all my food. I do not chew.
You just let it dissolve until nothing.
Yeah. I'm practicing
Rice
for my
Krispie-
teeth fall out from smoking.
Oh, nice.
A Rice Krispie is like what I used to think it would be like to eat insulation.
Okay, you know what I used to have with my cereal all the time? Do you remember
Upon
those
further investigation,
those like
it was
Oreo
bad.
straws?
Yes.
And like the
Oreo
cereal
straw, like a pirouette, like the
No, like
It was
you
like
could actually
cereal
use
straws.
it
It's
for
made
your
of cereal,
yeah,
but
for
it's
your
a
cereal.
straw.
You could drink out of
Oh,
it.
I
drink
do
it, the
think
milk
I
comes out
remember
the-
those.
those things were dank.
Hey, did you guys ever get the peanut butter and jelly all in the one?
Yeah.
You know,
The
with
Smuckers?
the stripes.
Nah, it was
Yes.
cultured.
I don't know. Was it Smuckers?
Oh, you mean the jar?
Goobers.
No,
Goobers.
Goober.
that was what it was, right?
That's what it was. It came
Yeah?
in the jar. I thought you meant the pre-made sandwiches.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those too. Yeah, those are actually really
Those are
good. I like
dank.
those a lot, man.
I hate the word. Dank,
Okay, so
actually. I'm gonna stop using
no,
that.
you can say whatever you want. Dude, bring it back.
Yeah, dude, that's dank.
Oh, where's my timer, Garrett? Oh, what happened?
You abolished the timer.
I'm glad. Okay, I don't want to just change the law yet. No, go ahead, start it. I liked the numbers. I was looking.
Bird
that
is
was,
the word.
That was interesting. Okay. Anyway, so I gotta put sugar, but I have to put sugar on the Rice Krispie treats.
Sugar.
On the Rice Krispies.
Sugar.
I'm gonna put a little bit of
Hey
sugar
man,
in my
treats,
I
coffee.
yeah,
wonder
Rice
how
Krispies.
good. I wonder how good it is to like break apart a Rice Krispie treat and put it in your
I've done that.
milk. That actually, I would like. Right now, I would crumble up a Rice Krispie treat and maybe like a Chips Ahoy, like a half a rack of Chips Ahoy's. I'll eat
Dude,
that out of
when
a
I was
fucking
going
bowl
through
of milk.
puberty, I used
How
to
am I the
put
fat
Rice
one
Krispie
out of all
treats
of us?
into my Rice Krispie treats. Like,
Well, because I have this like
It's
once
nuts.
every fucking 6 months.
Have you ever had like a homemade? Have you ever had like homemade rice cakes though?
Yeah.
So fucking
Yeah.
good.
Rice Krispies or rice cakes?
Like
Yeah,
like rice patties that are sweet though.
Me and Britt had those for dinner last night.
We did.
like out of a bag.
No,
We had
like
rice cakes,
a Rice
yeah. Y'all are
Krispie that's
disgusting.
like
Basil
homemade,
and
not like a
tomato.
rice cake, but
It tastes like
similar.
pizza.
Okay, so
Dude,
my
it's
number
good.
2 thing is Frosted Flakes, and I love Frosted Flakes, and I cannot eat Frosted Flakes without. I have to get peanut butter, and then I put it on the entire. Dude, if you do this, it will change your motherfucking life.
I'm already intrigued.
And I
I
put
doubt
peanut
that.
butter, dude.
I doubt that.
We will go shopping right after this. We will sit in the car, and we will buy bowls, milk, cereal, peanut butter.
I don't.
Squints.
After you said checks, I don't even want to spend any more
Oh my
time with
God.
you.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm really hungry.
I'm finding a new tattoo artist, and I'm moving. I'm moving away.
But anyway, so I put
Going.
peanut butter on it. As I do the peanut butter, like I get it on the spoon, and then I push it into the cereal, right? And I just get it all, and like the cereal presses into. It's a good way to eat like a giant bowl of cereal really fast too, because it all like. You don't have to worry about how much you keep on the spoon. Just worry about how much you press into
actually
the
smart
fucking
as fuck.
peanut butter. Yeah, it's delicious too.
That-
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
man.
that sounds like a good way
Lucky
to start
Charms,
your
you
day.
fucking hoes. You fucking.
Oh, Lucky Charms,
You
I
guys are
forgot.
not fucking white anymore.
I
You
forgot
guys
about
have
Lucky
been-
Charms, dude.
You guys are not even white anymore.
You
I
said
love Lucky
Chex.
Charms.
What? Chex is the whitest shit ever. What are you fucking talking about?
Dude, checks fucking
Chex
suck.
to me is
Dude,
like
I'm about to go get some, and then you're gonna be fucked.
Chex is
Can
like
you get me some
eating
Chex?
normal
Hook
Cheerios.
me up. Thank
He's
you.
strapped up with checks.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is
Corey
all.
stormed out of the room like 5 times.
This was all a setup for him to go get me
I've had
food.
bowls of
He
Chex.
just comes back with a gun.
I probably need to go after this cup of coffee.
God.
I need to go, dude. I have to go home, get some food.
But I'll tell you what, Dylan. Just because you're so fucking nice. Look at this.
Oh,
You can put a
wow.
little peanut butter with your fucking.
Okay, dude, didn't you just shit on me for this?
No, those have peanut butter in them. You fucking pussy.
But it's still
You're
has
just
a-
eating chocolate fucking Cheerios. I have.
The peanut butter cancels out the gayness of the
What
chocolate.
if we just turn this entire podcast into us just reviewing cereals, like from all over the
cereal
fucking-
cast?
This is
Garrett
really
thought
good.
it would be a good idea to
This
play
is ASMR as
Dungeons and
fuck.
Dragons one time, or like one of those role
He wanted to
games.
play. Wait, hold on. I can remember.
Mario Kart?
No, you want to play that mountain game? What is it called? Yonder Mountain or something?
Mountain Blade?
No.
Dude, that game is badass. If you ever played
Oh.
Mountain Blade,
Eat this, you fucking bitch.
Dude, I know what checks tastes
No,
like.
yeah, not this.
It tastes like a checks.
check mark, check and mate.
Got him in the eye.
Well, we were talking, and I learned how to play this. Basically,
You only get one.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
I just learned how to play this game called Dragon Quest.
Eat a couple and put this shit away.
Which is Dungeons.
Yeah, I
and
played
Dragons.
Dragon Quest before.
Yeah, I
Oh.
learned how to play it. I could be a dungeon master, and we could just play like white trash dragon.
Dude, I was saying we should. Yeah, we were saying we should do that one day. Play like
Yeah.
a really fucking nerdy game, but like put a funny spin
I know,
on it,
what
and
was
like
the name of
either
the
get
game
really
you
like
said?
high or drunk or both.
It was the Oregon Trail. What you
Oh.
said. That was what you said.
Yes,
We have.
we
that.
can play Oregon Trail right
I
now.
don't want to do. Okay, all right, let's fucking do it.
Oh.
Let's
Seduce
Can
me.
we go Twitter first? Can we pull up Twitter first and go there and just see what the top things are on Twitter and just hit that for like 2 seconds?
You guys are probably gonna have to go on without
Fucking
me.
log in.
Why?
Well, after this cup of coffee,
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Speaking of,
probably
this is a fake Twitter I made. Me and my friend made, but I'm not gonna disclose
Amber
the name.
Shea Cordero.
Wait, what?
Amber, how many followers do you have?
I'm not. No, we can't disclose that, dude.
No, dude, show me.
No, I'm not disclosing it, dude.
I'm not gonna say the.
said the fucking name of it. He already said the name.
Just show me how many.
Holy shit! You have
Me
a
and Fab made
Catfish
this.
account?
It's a.
Garrett. He's like, damn. I wish you would have never said go to Twitter. Wow.
No,
Garrett.
look at the kind of shit.
Go to-
Never mind.
Garrett,
We can bring this up at a different time.
You hit a whole...
Dude, no, come on.
Wow.
This is what we're doing.
Garrett,
Me
you
and my
have
friend-
a Catfish account.
Yes.
I hate you so much right now.
Dude, is this a way for you to like meet
Look,
dudes?
look at the type of shit we like have retweeted just to make it like very believable.
No.
This is like really kind of exposing myself for kind of this kind of shit, but
Oh my god, Garrett. We
well,
have
it's
to
half
turn this-
controlled by me, half controlled by my other friend. But
Dude, this is the gayest shit.
exactly, that's like part of
Get
the fun.
out of here.
any sexy DMs?
Yes, the like first hour we made this,
Turn
someone
this
slid into
off.
the
show,
DMs.
show me the messages. Pull up the messages.
no,
Yeah.
dude. No, dude, I don't even... Fuck this.
They can't see the name.
Oh no, we deleted it because we blocked the
Oh,
dude.
this is Garrett. What the fuck are you doing, DM? Ah, what the fuck are you doing on here, Garrett? That's what he said. Who are you talking to on here?
That's
Do you-
one of my
do you
other friends that made it.
Do you personify Amber in such a way that people know it's you
Wow,
already?
Wow.
Amber's
Okay,
become
put
a
the
reality.
cereal away.
Okay.
Okay, just go to the fucking... God, I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Where does this go?
What? Oh, do we just go to trending? Is that what you want to go to? What do you
Yeah,
want from me?
Just give me the top things and get out of her. Get off of your timeline.
I don't
Go
know
to-
how to
go to
fucking.
moments. Go to
the
moments.
lightning thing. He's like, I don't know where to go.
Wait, okay.
I don't know where to fucking go. I can't escape this hell. I'm naked at school.
Kim Kardashian claps back to Lamar Odom's
No.
comment about Khloe Kardashian.
I saw that he was like, I knew my marriage was up with Chloe when she was on her second or third NBA player. And then Kim quoted it and was like, or second or third brothel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think Kim Kardashian's hot or no?
No.
I don't think so.
Dude, I will admit though,
What do you think?
it's
Brent?
like I think it's like a rite of passage thing for a man to beat off to her sex tape.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was like 13 probably. 13,
Yeah.
14.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tried with Paris Hilton, dude. There's just not enough
I've
meat
never
there.
even looked that shit up, dude.
Not like dick, but like there's not enough behind it.
He just wasn't throwing
I
enough.
can't get down with
Hey,
moderate
what's the story of
penetration.
the encounter with the serial killer? This is the story of an encounter with the serial killer.
This is the story of a girl. Oh,
Police
did y'all
details
see this
shocking
shit?
allegations of abuse of children.
Yeah, dude, they had They had people. They had people my age, dude. They have people my age. They have people that were 29 years old chained to a fucking bed in this room.
Wait, what
That's-
is this?
Yeah, the children have been have had malnutrition for so long.
All these kids in this picture?
Yes, yes.
What is this, like a creepy ass family that like
some
has a ton of
creepy-
kids?
They have an odd religion. They're like very oddly religious.
Yeah.
So
Have
they,
you ever
like-
noticed every odd religion somehow comes back to some creepy dude who's like obsessed with sex?
Yeah, it's fucking everybody. Yeah.
Dude, because
Yeah.
sex brings out the darkest parts of us.
Speaking of that, Zac Efron's playing Ted Bundy in the new
Yes, fucking pumped, man.
movie. Dude,
That's
did
gonna
you
be
see
amazing.
Quentin Tarantino's directing the Charles Manson film, and Leonardo DiCaprio's playing Charles Manson.
Really?
hmm
That's awesome,
That's gonna be badass.
man. I'm excited about it. Dude.
I
Hey,
think Zac Efron's a
big
weird choice,
Zac
but I'm
Efron. I
excited.
fucking
Dude,
love Zac
did you see The
Efron.
Greatest Showman? Just came out. That
Uh-uh.
musical. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
have
were
you
talking
seen that
about-
Daniel Day-Lewis movie? What was the name of that Daniel Day-Lewis movie?
Forrest Gump.
No. Oh my god.
Back to kind
Dude,
of
have you seen that
the
movie?
weird religion thing.
Yeah.
So it is funny how really every cult, every weird religion that ends up getting busted for whatever, gets in trouble for abusing people or whatever, always comes down to one dude who's convinced everyone that he's either God or communicates with God,
Uh huh.
and everyone's fucking him.
Because religion is the one thing that people are like inevitably afraid of if they believe it, and sex is the one thing that can make you do things that disgusting and that low. Like
You have
think
an
of-
odd way of thinking about that.
Well,
it's 'cause I studied
Religion was
human
created
armor
by the
for a long
government.
Oh yeah.
time. Yeah, technically.
I'm-
They're like,
I
we
don't-
gotta, they're like, we gotta
that's
break these
totally
people
not
up.
true, but
They're like,
I'm
we
dead
gotta
serious.
separate these people.
I firmly believe that back
The
in the
government?
ancient times, yeah, there's
always
always
been.
been government, no matter what. Like just a group of people that kind of dictate, like, you know,
No, dude,
how
it's
you
the
should
human
behave and
mind
like what
is
you can
created
and
with-
cannot do.
I mean,
Well, even when there was just a farm, some guy owned the farm.
like it always comes down to like ancient people. Someone saw something weird one day, told everyone about it, then they all thought that there was something related to it, and that's how a lot of religions started. I think.
Dude,
No,
Catholicism
dude.
took
I
the
think
fuck
that
over.
the governments weren't strong enough to actually have people follow like the laws that they set forward. So they're like, we're gonna make this religion thing to where if they, it's gonna be common or it's gonna. How am I supposed to say this? In order
To form a more perfect union.
Establish
No,
Tranquility.
Sure,
Yeah,
justice.
I get what you're saying.
Sure
But
domestic
it's like-
tranquility.
it's like
do you provide?
we're
do
gonna-
you provide for the common defense?
protect the general welfare and
Ensure the blessings of liberty.
do or day.
Do you remember
And
when
establish
the
this
Constitution
for the
Okay, back to
United States of America.
We've
Dude,
been
School
really
of
high
Rock.
energy.
Fuck yeah, dude, you're leaving me hanging here. Don't do that.
What? Oh, sorry.
We just got that on camera.
We could go to. I have a few of those. I like this.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Making a phrase to scare little kids.
Dude, what were we singing earlier? We were like, you're gonna regret this. You're gonna...
Do you remember? Did you guys listen to that video of those girls that I sent you?
Yeah, dude, camgirls.com.
Cam Soda. No, the fucking
Barely leaving.
those girls that were singing country music.
No, I
Oh, you
watched the little
fucking
Windex
haters. I'm
thing.
never sending y'all fucking anything ever again.
I watched that one video of the dude that walks up and looks like has cornrows or whatever and sunglasses. Like he looks like every single rapper.
That's
He doesn't
Lil
know who Lil
Windex.
Windex is.
Dude,
Huh?
he's a
He doesn't know who
comedian.
Lil Windex is. Hey, do you know who Big Shaq is?
No.
See, I feel like if you've been
The
on
NBA
Reddit a
player?
lot, you would know. No. I feel like Reddit. This is a big Reddit thing.
Bigger
I'm
Shaq.
pretty new to Reddit actually. I mean I love Reddit, but I've only been on Reddit for like half a year.
So this guy's name is Michael Dappa, right? And he's a comedian and actor, and then he just started making these like funny rap songs, right? But we should put it on. It's called "Man's Not Hot." You should YouTube it. Man's Not Hot. It is fucking insane. You've heard of Man's Not Hot?
Yeah,
So like his other videos on his YouTube, well, they're getting popular now, but they maybe have like 250,000
Man's
views.
not hot.
Man's
Oh, the
Not Hot.
first thing that's
The
coming
thing
up
is,
when I
it
said
sounds
Yeah.
so similar to modern rap. People don't realize.
Yeah.
it.
182 million
Yes,
views.
yes,
Yeah.
dude. His other ones maybe have
Oh, is this the
200,000.
dude that's like, blah, blah, he doesn't speak
Skitty
any
bop bop ba da
English?
da da. Yeah, but people, she's going on tours now, man.
I know.
Yeah.
And people are going fucking crazy. Whenever he does that part, whenever he sings that part out loud, they lose
Is
their
that the
fucking
song?
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard this in a while.
He doesn't
I don't
actually
know
say any
about it.
words in the song.
No, he does. It's just not. It's like
It's like my.
it's like all day on the beach, smoke trees.
So it's like nothing actually
Yeah.
good.
It's like the
She's-
concept that anyone can
Yeah,
be a
big
rapper.
man. Come on with the shopping. Nah, fam, I'm not about, fam. I'm in Miami, bro. You know, man, international
Wasn't he
now,
on, like,
fam.
Dead
Check the
Mouse's
statistics.
I don't know.
What is this guy's like accent? Where's he from?
He's from the UK. He's
I
British.
thought it was like an African accent.
So did I.
No, he's
Probably
British.
me being racist.
Skitty
piece
pop
of shit.
pop. You might turn it down
Nude?
a little bit. Oh, and hey, yeah, he hops out of bed with jeans on.
The one and only. Man's not hot.
Man's not hot. He's like wearing like a down jacket. He's like putting. See, he's like going out on the beach of Miami with all of this shit on.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees. See your girl in the park. That girl is a uckers. When the thing went
So his career is based off pretty much a meme.
Yeah.
I think he was in a Dead Mouse song.
he's got a pumpy.
Yeah. He's getting features all over the place now. He's getting really popular now.
But he's like popular for not being good.
Well, I mean,
It's like William Hahn.
but I mean, just because people like paid attention, doesn't that make it a song? That makes it like some sort of like musical art. You know,
Well,
that's the yachty thing.
It's the point that rap is so to the point to where it's like, well, it's all about the feel, man. That people sometimes are they just like hear a
Like,
song.
can it just
and
be
they don't
entertaining?
even-
It could just be entertaining.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. I like listening to it. They don't even process.
It's not that bad.
How shit
Yeah.
it could be.
Man's not hot. Look at it. Man's not hot.
Hop out the 4-door with a 440 was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chilling in the corridor. Yo, your dad is 44. And he's still calling man for a draw. Look at him.
I mean, if I saw this, I would just think it was like a rap that I didn't
Yeah,
like.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that it was a parody when I first heard it. I was just like, okay, he sucks, whatever.
You know what's funny? I turned this on the shop and Mitzi was like, "Oh my God, there's kids here!" And I was like, "This is just." He's not even saying anything.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
cuss
fuck.
in it, does he?
No, not at all.
Yo, boom.
Here's it.
The ting goes.
It's not that bad. I mean, this part sounds kind of cool.
Like modern rap, yeah, I guess. I listen to a lot of rap though.
But this guy's like on tour.
Yeah.
You're done now. Yeah, so like when people go to his shows, they know like every word to that skitty pop pop pop. They know the whole thing, and so like everybody's like screaming it. You know what I mean?
Khaled.
Like, yeah.
Dude,
He's so funny, dude.
Dude, I fucking hate DJ Khaled.
Really?
I hate him.
I used to hate him a lot. I used to really be
Egg
like,
whites.
but then like, he like had his kid and stuff like that. Like he had Assad and stuff, and like
I think he
got
knows he's
really
a meme
really
now.
funny, huh?
I think
Yeah,
he
he
like
embraces
embraced
it.
the meme.
Yeah, and he's like
Yeah. He's a goof now. You know what I mean? Yeah. When he was trying to have that serious persona to him, I never liked that. But
Like
I
when he
do
was like in the
him.
hot tub with bitches and was like, Major Key.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
fucking funny.
His kid is ugly as shit.
yeah,
Assad's fucking dope, dude. I love that
He
kid.
produces every album he's on now.
Yeah.
Executive producer.
I love that. See, there's all
That's
the
enough
people.
of
I
going
wonder if that
crazy
means
there.
that later when he's older he's gonna get royalties
Dude,
from
you
that.
Did you guys
Wow.
watch the Little Pump video where no words are repeated?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
songs
40
only like
seconds long.
Yeah,
Have you
Dude,
heard
I-
5 Lil
okay.
Pump songs put over like each other and it still goes together? 'Cause
No.
it's the same.
Have you heard? Hey,
Pull
will
it
you
up.
look up the? Will you look up the Echo Pump?
when I think of rappers nowadays like that, this is gonna offend anyone who's like a fan of any of these people. But I feel like I picture like an online rap creator where you can like drag the hair and it's like cornrows,
Oh,
different
yeah.
color, and you scroll down
Like
and
an online
Insert-
avatar?
like when you
insert
can
any
make your
verb
own
behind
codename
Lil.
Kids Next Door online.
Yeah.
And like because of
Yeah.
it, some of them
Like the
look exactly
Coca-Cola
the
Dance
same.
Club.
Dude, and they're kind of
Like,
like
Lil
that
Skies
nowadays
looks
too.
just like Wi-Fi's funeral 2 years ago. If you pull up those two rappers, like they look exactly alike.
Yeah, it's like cornrow. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound.
Yeah, I want to talk
dumb
about how
here, but
Eminem's new album was trash.
Oh
I
man.
didn't even listen to it.
It's so bad.
Relapse 3.
Or how Offset's under fire right now because he had like that verse in that song where he was like, "I do not vibe with
I don't
queers."
vibe with queer. Someone said that, and then I saw someone post
They
like
don't
this
get what
video, this
queers
picture of
means
him
to-
like with like a Gucci like cape on, and he
Yeah.
had a fucking cane and a fucking purse.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, right."
Well, like in rap songs, queer never means like a gay person.
No, he's
It
talking
just-
about gay
it
people.
just
He's-
means yeah.
This has happened.
What
more than
made him
once
think
with
that would be a good
What's
idea?
wrong with saying that? That's what I don't get.
I mean,
Just people take.
I don't
queer
care,
words
but I
wrong
could
with
see
saying that?
how that wouldn't be smart to
as
say.
someone who used to not say any of that shit. People like
It's kind of
like gay people get really offended by queer. They think it's like a slur now.
that's like if Eminem was like, "Man,
It's
I
like
do
on the
not
level
fuck
of
with black
faggot.
people." You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not
It's kind of the same. Shit.
Okay, your sexual preference is not your fucking race.
But it's still who you are.
Yeah, it's a piece of you that you can't really
Dude,
change.
okay, I'm a strong believer that
Don't look at me like that,
look,
bitch.
I don't think anyone should be mean.
Sick in the head.
I don't think anyone should be like mean to people deliberately, but also like if people are going to be so sensitive that it like someone else's opinion affects their well-being, they're not going to do well in the world at all.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take criticism at some point, and you're going to have to deal with bitchy mean people at
Dude,
some point.
In the Gay Straight Alliance Club I was in, I once got into an argument where I lost the argument, and the argument I was making was it's not healthy to be fat.
Like, well, if that's your fucking choice.
Well, it's
and if
like-
that's
They were
what
like,
you
"That's
want."
an opinion," and I was
Some
like,
people
"No,
really
dude,
work hard
what?"
at being fat. All right.
It's like,
No, dude.
If you get too fat, you will die of
You
heart
know how much it
disease.
costs
Me
to
and
be
Zoe,
fat?
me and Zoe had
That means
an
you're
argument
rich.
about this the other
You
day.
bleach your dick and you get fat.
I was
See,
ta-
you're almost there.
we were
White
talk-
dick and fat.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
My
if
dick's
someone is
white, I'm
fat,
wealthy.
they shouldn't be treated like they're less of a person. But you shouldn't empower like, I want to be fat. Like,
Okay,
that's not.
so
That's, not safe.
That's why I think this whole body positive thing, like that's good. It's good to feel safe in your own skin.
Don't
but
be
like
uncomfortable in your skin, but know that it's
when
not
450-pound women are posting pictures in their
Yeah.
underwear and they're like body positive, it's like, no, bitch, you're dying.
That's not.
You know what I mean?
healthy. It's
Like
not.
there's nothing wrong with having some
Talking about
some-
like the Instagram.
yes, dude.
plus size pinups.
It's just like I get it.
I see a
But
lot of it.
If you
at
wanna
that
be like
point,
that,
it's like you're
fine.
not even being body positive. You're posting that so you can get reassurance from people because you know you're fucking.
But isn't
sick.
that
Well,
what
I
you
mean,
should do? Is it
if they
shouldn't you
are.
put yourself out there the way you are? I mean, like,
I mean, that's good, but it's like at the same time you have to know it's unhealthy for you to be that big.
So what they told me when I tried to explain it, their political correct explanation for why I was wrong was, so people who are overweight should not be ridiculed for being overweight. And I said, yeah, that's true. And they were like,
But they're still
so if
overweight.
someone gains weight and becomes overweight, they should be ridiculed for gaining that weight. And I was like, no one should be ridiculed for it, but they should know that it's not healthy. And glorifying it empowers it to where they can be confused and manipulated, especially children, into thinking that it's safe and that it's healthy when it's not.
Well,
It's not as
Dude,
healthy.
there was a Black Mirror episode about that kind of.
Man,
with the,
it's fucking great, isn't
with
it,
the,
dude? It's the greatest show ever, man.
with the what's the thing they put in the girl's
For
head
the
where it
intro-
blocks out anything negative?
Yes,
I'm like,
dude.
dude,
The,
people won't
where
be.
the mom put it in her.
Yeah, it seems like people won't be satisfied until you either have the same opinion as them, or they don't have to deal with any adversity at all.
Yeah.
It's like that is what brings out the strongest in people and moves progress is people facing
agreeing
adversity.
with you means they don't have anything else to do.
And
you know
it's
what I
like,
mean? If they
yeah.
agree with you and if you make a point and you do make a point, they're gonna find some reason to argue with you. I don't know who they is in this situation. I'm just saying, people will find a reason to argue with you because then they're gonna have nothing to do when they give up that thing that they've been like pushing for a year. You make a good point and like they can be in their head like, "Fuck, that was a good point." But why didn't you just say that out loud? Why don't you just say, "Well, Garrett, that was a good point." I don't really know.
For example, so it's like a lot of people get pissed off, and this isn't my opinion, I'm giving an example. So say you asked someone who's Christian, like, what's your opinion on, you're just trying to stir the pot, and you're like, what's your opinion on gay people? And he's like, oh, well, I go with the biblical view of that, I think it's a sin or whatever. But they asked them their opinion, and they're looking to get into an argument. It's like, look, this is the downside of freedom of speech. You have to allow people to have an opposing opinion.
Yeah.
Is that so ridiculing that someone has a different opinion? He's not going and attacking you. You asked him his opinion. He's not. It doesn't affect you. As long as it doesn't affect you. It's like, okay, it'd be different if the guy was like protesting gay rallies or whatever and saying, I hate the gays should burn or whatever like that. That's not okay. But if someone has an opinion that opposes yours, that
Okay, but think about this. What if there was a law in place that said gays should burn? Just think about that. Just think if there was a law in place and people had to like secretly hide.
I'm not saying anything about the gays. It's just an example.
I know.
It's just like people are going to have to face adversity at some point in their life. If you're trying to block out all this negativity and act like we can make a change and make everyone have the same opinion, it's not going to happen. You're wasting your time.
That's why I don't like shitting on people who like have different religions. I'm kind of envious of it, but I think
you're like the spiritual warrior.
I think religion is fucking the most ridiculous shit in the world, based on the fact that like you only have one life and you really don't have that much time to live it, and you're gonna restrict yourself from doing stuff that you want to do because you think there's something at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, but what if it's not at the end of, you're thinking of the goal, the ultimate goal at the end of the tunnel, and what if that's not really what it's all about? What if it's the immediate satisfaction that you get from like from holding on to these values that mean something to you? You know what I mean? Like it's hard to be religious and like kind of shame yourself and be like self-deprecating like that all the time, you know.
But like you get the satisfaction, but at the same time, like what about like the Catholics and stuff that have to go back and repent for shit they did because they feel so bad at, you know what I mean?
It's not that bad. Dude, and then it's over.
Like people that don't have premarital sex, but they really want to, but they want to wait until marriage and shit. It's like, why would you it's just missed out?
Of will.
It's self-fulfilling for them. It's one of their goals. I mean, why would any goal be important to anyone?
There you go. Yeah. It's just like putting this together in here, man. Every time we get better, it's more satisfying to you. I mean, I understand that like it might not seem logical, and I know exactly what you mean. I feel the same way, but I understand where it might not seem logical. But I do see where religion is like, whether it's juju or boo boo, or whatever you want to fucking call it, whether Jesus is the Messiah or God's the creator.
I think
whether any of that.
I think it's
a set of moral values.
It's a scapegoat for people who are so scared.
Scapegoat.
It's a scapegoat for people who think that when you die, you don't become fertilizer.
But what if? Okay, I got you there. But what if that gives them an anxiety through everyday life? Why they can't just be a part of a lifestyle that eases themselves? You are too. You're getting tattoos all over you and stuff like that. You're becoming part of something that eases yourself. People think you're fucking dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
are you saying
this goes back?
No, I don't. I'm just saying. You know what I mean. I just think it's.
This goes back to the exact argument I was saying. Your argument, that is an argument that someone that would be arguing against, say back to the thing about some guy has a view that biblical views of homosexuality or whatever, he sticks to that. That goes back to the exact same thing, and that's hypocritical to be like, why do you think that this religion is like helping at all? Well, why does it matter? It's what they want to believe, and if that's the way they want to live their life, and it doesn't affect you, why does it even matter?
And that's why I said I don't shit on religion, but like that's why I personally think it's ridiculous.
So
I got you.
Okay, I myself am like, I was raised. I mean, obviously, me and you, Dylan, were raised Christian. Like, I've been a Christian my whole life, but in recent years, I've had to explain myself of why I'm Christian to so many people than ever before. Why do I have to do that?
So
it's
there's
so
a
stupid.
movement that it's the same argument that you're making, but in reverse. It's I have the right to have an opinion, and for that, I have the right to argue with you about your opinion because I have the right to feel that my opinion is right. And it's just getting so fucking out of hand.
It's a waste of time.
It's
just like you're saying, religion's a waste of time. It's a waste of time to even talk about it if it doesn't affect you.
You don't have to entertain those types of like dramatic situations.
Yeah.
So you don't have to entertain that though. Most people don't though. Most people don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a very like vast things that get like funneled into like television and like on your Twitter feed and stuff, and that's just what's popular I think right now.
I had to delete Twitter because I love arguing so much.
Dude,
and it was
I was arguing with the they have like the alt. What is it? Okay. It's like alt wildlife department, alt CIA, alt. So every branch of the government, they all have an alt Twitter, where it's like people that have gone rogue that work for that organization that are anti-Trump or anti-conservative and stuff. And so like they don't know who's working for them. It's all pretty anonymous, and a bunch of people. I argue with those people all the fucking time. I was like, dude, shut up. Like, why?
Well, I'm just like, I totally understand like debate and argument is really important and all that kind of thing, but it's beating a dead horse at this point. It's like people are arguing the same thing over and over, and it comes down to
but you don't just give up on revolution. You don't just quit.
I know, but it's not even revolution. It's just a war of opinions and why my opinion should be your opinion.
But in a place where
you have to argue to make change.
Yes, because liberalism and things like that have gone so far for anti violence, anti-gun or anything. It is all about what I can say to you and what I can how I can prove you wrong. That is the weapon now.
And it's such a paradox because the same people. I saw a video the other day that was like this girl screaming at this guy, and she was like, "Here's how freedom of speech works. I talk and you listen." I'm like, that's not how freedom of speech works at all, bitch. He has the right to walk away if he wants to. He didn't have to have the same opinion as you. He could say "fuck you" to your face and walk off, and you would probably slap him and justify it somehow.
Have you seen the one where the professor she's like yelling at the police? She's like, "Why are you not arresting those people?" She's like, "I am a college professor. You should be arresting those people."
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It's like, wow, you cannot.
I'm a professor.
So I would get people that would like yell at me and say that I was stupid for having opinions when I was hanging out with people like that, but only when I was expressing the opinion of I have the right to express my opinion and make an argument. That was what bothered them. When I had an opinion, when I would express it, like people would just be like, okay, cool. But when I was like, no, I have the right to express this opinion, and my right that I am explaining and arguing is that I have the right to express my opinion, that's when people would like drive by and like throw shit at me and my friends and like yell at us and call us faggots and like threaten us. Like they're putting themselves in that situation for what they think is like glory and change, but it's not changing anything. It's just like people are like, shut the fuck up, you're annoying the fuck out of us.
I don't think with like this whole thing just kind of this whole argument proves that like arguing and fucking having these kind of clashes and shit is never going to resolve shit, because people are going to keep thinking what they think. You know, like if what I say about religion is not going to change Garrett's idea, you know what I mean? Like what Bryn says about, you know, fascism isn't going to change my idea. What you say about, you know, all these myths and shit that I think are real and you don't, you know, I mean, it's just.
What did you think was real?
That Rosie O'Donnell is my soulmate.
Oh, okay. No, that one was
it's just like it's so fucking pointless, and like I think that's why there's like everyone is so fucking sensitive now.
Well, it's
because
like,
they think they have the right to change everyone's opinion because they are personally right.
Yeah.
Well, and the same thing goes with religion. So, like I said, I've had to explain myself to people. They're like, "Why are you Christian?" Like, honestly, why? Like this. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to be.
Like, why is blue your favorite color?
Yeah,
but it's
like,
but it's calming for you. It makes you feel better. Makes you feel better.
I mean, yeah.
When you do a good job and like you're.
Well, why
You
can't
have a moral compass.
like why can't my answer that why do I even have to have an answer first off?
You
but
don't
why
have to have an
but
answer.
why
I'm just-
can't
I'm just-
no, I'm saying
And now
no,
look, I'm falling into the
Yeah,
area
that-
where I'm asking you the question.
it's like why can't my like my answer is what if I just have a feeling and that's how I want to live my life and this is it. It's not hurting anyone. It's making me honestly a better person.
You
this
tell
is
people you
this.
were born this way. Like,
I was born this way. The hands of Jesus.
The realm of better is subjective.
Oh my god.
Well, and I think it all comes down to like people that you hear about having these
Jesus,
arguments.
take the wheel, take it from my hands.
I've been waiting.
And this proves my point that song fixes everything. So essentially, my point's coming down.
Would
to
you
if you're a faggot, get out.
approach
you with this song? May I tell you that I've watched you? How very long that I've watched you from afar. Now right here
Joke's
you
over.
are, so close to you.
Y'all are like, we have the right to sing.
And I know it isn't proper.
You don't have your headphones on. You're fucking.
Okay,
You're
but
cranking it through.
I honestly want to know what the people who get so worked up about other people's opinion, what those people are going to end up like in 40 years. Because
Those are the people that do
They won't be
congregate
here
in
in 40
areas
years.
where you're seen. They're like, I'm gonna make sure I'm on television. I'm gonna make sure that I create a Twitter hashtag group that it gets behind me. I'm gonna have a following. If I can't have a following in front of people, I'll have a following behind people.
It's just like
Yeah.
homophobic Christians are like,
I won't say it, but like,
Say it. Nah, okay, don't. If you don't want to say it, you're good. You're right. No, don't give it the credit. You're right.
But there were hashtags.
We got a Me Too situation.
Where one of the hashtags was, "Oh, please pray for this person who was an atheist," and then the other one was, "Please pray for this other person who was an atheist," and also didn't like having attention on them.
Hashtag pray for
it's
atheism.
just it's like why are homophobic
pray for
Christians bashing-
atheism.
pray for atheism. It's just like why are
Please
homophobic
reach out.
Christians bashing gay people when the Bible also says love thy neighbor? Like it says that being gay is wrong in the Bible, but it also says love thy neighbor. So it's like,
dude,
it
not
also
that many Christian
it also
people
says that
actually
wives should
bash
submit to
gay
their
people.
husbands. Women
No,
should
don't, because
women
because
should
here's the
work.
thing.
South maybe.
No, because no. Here's the thing: is it's pretty loving. It's a pretty loving, as far as like religions
If
go.
we're talking normal people, it's like
yeah,
just like I use it,
Americanized New Day Christians.
just like I use the
are
example
loving
of
towards
people who
everybody.
are like super want to argue all the time. That's not the majority. Just like the radical Christians isn't the majority.
The
either.
majority is people that want to be happy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That want to keep things like nice and you know what I mean, kosher between
Yeah.
everybody. As long as you're coming, and they might experience you. You know, some people that are even like that even like anti-homosexual for a long time will get around people like that, and then they'll be like very like kind of like affectionate towards that person because they're like, I don't know, maybe they just like.
You
spent
realize,
so-
hey,
it's like
we were
never
kind
getting.
of arguing over nothing.
Yeah,
this
it's
whole
like
time.
getting. It's like being afraid of roller coasters
It's like,
forever,
dude,
and then you
this
get
is
on the
your
roller
house, I
coaster and you're
respect
like,
you.
wow, dude, man, like we could have been just having a great time this whole time.
Yeah,
we could have been
exactly
hanging
how I
out on this
feel.
roller coaster the whole day. I had to be standing over there thinking this was weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
One of our family friends, her daughter goes to UT, and she's an art major there. And so, in one of her, she's like an amazing artist. And one of her paintings was of Johnny Cash, and it was an amazing painting. Like, she
It
spent.
looked like a photo.
It looked like she's like really realism art into that kind of thing. And her art teacher gave her a
Herpes.
D or something because the idea behind the picture portrayed racism and
Wow.
this just because she painted a picture of Johnny Cash. And it's like, why does he
Wow.
get to choose what the
Yeah,
painting
that's his
represents?
opinion. That's his feeling.
Yeah, why does
Which
he-
I respect his feeling if that's what he says. I don't like Johnny Cash
But
either.
it's like
I don't
he's
He's a
understand
piece
how
of
anyone
shit.
can get an F in art
He's a
class
piece of
either.
shit.
You
He's
don't
a-
like Johnny Cash?
No, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Well, I mean, she was just painting it because Johnny Cash she thought was cool. It wasn't
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's why everybody
I'm
likes
gonna
Johnny
say
Cash.
fuck you to blacks. She wasn't like, I'm going to say fuck you to the blacks and paint Johnny Cash.
podcast. And we will never come back to this place.
Oh, I love the Tambourine Man.
Are you talking about Bob Dylan?
Yeah, okay.
Are
Guess
you a
what?
Bob Dylan fan?
Bob Dylan says goodbye. Or we're all sweating our fucking balls off in here.
Yeah.
It smells like a fat bag of dicks in here.
I'm about to have to head
I'll learn
out.
how to play Dungeon Master.
Well,
next time I
I
Dude,
think that
yes.
I think that we feel rusty as fuck because we haven't been on this because Dylan was.
Hey,
decided to
okay,
stay
you guys are
home.
dicks.
He
What was
decided to
that laugh?
stay-
You're like, oh my god, Dylan. Oh yeah, we need to go get food.
What are you?
I think,
are you
I
getting
mean,
faint?
we were a little scatterbrained today, but we haven't been at it for a
Yeah,
while.
I
so-
got
it's just 'cause we
fucking
came out this summer.
mumbling Mandy over here.
No, it wasn't too
Like-
bad. It wasn't too bad.
I'll give Bryn a horse tranquilizer next time we come in, and a sucker.
We
Yeah.
definitely were in our groove when we were doing it like more often, so we'll have to make sure and stay on schedule.
My worst nightmare in the world is being alone in a room with Bryn and the kazoo.
I definitely like the morning. I definitely like the morning thing.
I like mornings better too.
I know the hell of
So, well, I guess we'll start trying to do this onto, I don't know.
Either
another iTunes, definitely.
Y'all want to do this Sunday too?
So that'll be
Sunday
the next
morning?
thing. Look up the hosting. Yeah.
Kinsey was
That'll be
watching.
great.
Kinsey was watching and said the video and audio was like really good.
Yeah,
Really?
Zoe was
I've been
watching.
listening to a lot
I
of
think
them.
Aiden's still watching.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of just like video podcasts and listen, and now that we've been doing this, man, I can just pick them apart. It's like learning Photoshop or Illustrator and then seeing designs.
Yeah.
And you're like, you like look at it on here and you're like, I could make that. Like you know how the breakdown of the layering works and stuff and like the color patterns and shit.
Yeah,
You
we
just
definitely
see it.
skipped around in the beginning, but we were just.
I know my wife wasn't here. I couldn't
No,
even
no,
be
I
in
mean-
here, man. I know I'm sorry about that too.
No,
So-
dude.
Anyway.
Yeah,
don't
dude.
start shitting on me.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna kick you out of the
Oh,
podcast.
because you're
You're the one who brought
Cheerios
in. You're the one who
fucking-
brought in checks, you bitch.
we kick you out of the podcast and still use your room in your house.
Okay, this has been talked about every fucking time we've recorded. Why do we keep talking about it?
Because we don't want you here.
I just like flipped the fucking table over.
Yeah.
So do we want to wrap it up here?
Oh yeah, I would like to wrap it up.
Oh,
Well, thank you guys for joining us on the Mental Mutation
Oh,
conversation.
yeah.
Anyone who's still there?
Lots of
Featuring my brother-in-law Brent as a guest. Everyone give him a give him
way
a
to go,
round of applause.
BR. Way to go, BR. Way to
We'll
go,
be back.
BR.
We are going to do a segment.
You gotta hold the microphone.
We are going
Next
to do a
time I can't
segment.
talk unless it's about comic books,
I'm
'cause
gonna
that's
give
the
you a
only
mute
thing that
button.
I know
We're
for
gonna give
certain.
you a button, and if
Dude,
you need to
please.
talk, you push the button.
Please.
Isn't
Hey,
that-
me and
does it-
Bryn.
Look, I didn't mean to be a dick to you.
No,
I'm saying we
I
can fix
totally
this, and when
know
you can like,
exactly.
you'll know, you'll push the button, and then you'll be like, there you go.
That's
We'll
smart.
get you fixed that.
We were saying we should play either D&D or Dungeon Quest live one day.
How is this gonna affect us? How are people gonna want to watch us play a fucking computer game?
Dude, 'cause we're gonna be explaining-
It can be fucking funny because you can do whatever you
It's just an idea.
Okay,
We don't have to
It
do
is
it.
a good idea. No, I just don't understand what it is. You like when people explain things.
Have you seen D&D before? It's pretty much like Skyrim before.
Yeah.
Did you used to
I
play
got
D&D?
you. I got you. No, I'm
It's like
listening.
there's a lot of explanation. It's all subject to imagination. So you're like explaining everything, and so it would be actually kind of.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay,
Whatever.
No, we can do it. Hey, we can do it, and we can
It's just
even.
an
Hey,
idea.
if we pay for this game show thing, we can just stream it on Twitch. We can do it on Twitch too. The Oregon Trail.
It's true.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm down
dude.
with that.
No. Okay. Next time we meet, we're playing Oregon Trail,
Okay.
and we're all gonna make our characters and like strategize the fuck
I don't
out
know
of
how
this.
long it's gonna take. But anyways, if we get here at 9 o'clock Sunday morning.
Yes.
9, 10, 11. No, that's I only got 2.
We can get here 8.
Oh, that's right. I don't have nothing else to do. Okay, cool. You know what?
Sunday,
I
Monday?
could literally be here. We can get here. Y'all want to be here at 8 o'clock in the fucking morning?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday.
Oregon Trail
Let's
survival.
start streaming at like
We'll do 8 to
8:15, like,
11:30.
just right into it.
Yep. Because
How
this
about
has worked
if-
out great.
We should do something to where if you die in the game, you have to do something funny or something like that. Like
Dude,
chug
I have to
shove
go to
on your
work,
dick.
but I'll get
Take a
really
shot.
fucking drunk.
You have to, dude. Yes. How about you have to shotgun a beer if you
Man,
die.
I did like the other morning when we did that, and and you brought that beer because that was like,
Dude,
the
I'll bring
beer and
some
the
cool
coffee
beers.
Was amazing. I can only have like one. I had to
No.
go to work.
I'll bring some. I have this really good coffee beer that I get.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
bring some
great
of that.
idea. Great idea. All right, great. Thank you, everybody. From Corey.
Thank
Dylan?
you, Garrett.
Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a good night.
And Bryn.
Bye, bye. You fuck.